hello everybody. Not welcome to reaction. Welcome to another anime virtual reviews and reactions live stream. I'm gonna apologize. I had tried to do this in our normal like widescreen format. Brian, while I'm talking, could you check our feed and see if we look all wonky? Because doing our normal widescreen format, Kyle, Christine, Brian, by the way, thank you guys all for joining in. Sorry that we're missing out on all sorts of freaking awards. Didn't expect that much to be announced during the pre-show. Brian, do we look cropped, weird, wonky, squished in or anything?
Y'all look fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we should be more letterboxed than normal, I think, because of the rescaling. But yeah, YouTube won't let me stream in our normal 2560 by 1280. So yeah, they started announcing a whole bunch of stuff, guys, already. I vaguely remember last year having some announcements.
Yeah.
But not like this. Like best action's gone, best drama's gone, best supporting has gone. It's like what's going to be left? Nothing but best, best of the year. I don't know. Anyways, before we do that, I gotta make sure we give you guys the housekeeping. Subscribe here on the Genreverse. Lots of great content, reactions, reviews, podcasts covering all sorts of stuff in geek, pop culture, entertainment. Of course, our Patreon launched a couple weeks ago. Great way to support us as well. Thanks to all of you that already have. Mostly uncut reactions for a lot of stuff, early access to some YouTube stuff. And during the seasonals, we started in spring. Spring was light already, but starting with summer, there's going to be a lot more seasonal shows available to level 2 and 3. Then we'll go on YouTube at the same time. So we're looking at maybe doing like 8, 9 seasonal shows, but only like 4 or 5 are going to make it to YouTube during that season. That would be a lot for us to edit, but the mostly uncut's fairly easy to get through. LRMonline.com for all your entertainment news that you could possibly want or need, and of course Brian's channel, Pulp Mythos. Check that out after you watch this, of course. So yeah, let me get back into the watch room and unmute this
special. It's packed with even
and hey, sorry guys for missing out on a whole bunch of stuff they announced already.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome back. Congratulations.
What do you mean welcome back?
To
I was just there.
In Japanese and English.
Best voice artist performance, Japanese. Aoi Yuki.
That's on our watch list. We get a
The
lot of people
Apothecary
recommending
Diaries.
Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah,
so
I've been wanting to pick it
yeah.
up, but
Best voice artist performance.
Definitely keep an eye out for that, guys.
Alex Lee, Sungjin, Solo Leveling.
All right. Everything seemed like it's working all right out there.
Congratulations to Aoi and Alex Lee. Oh my
Namdi,
gosh.
how's it going?
And I know that fans have a lot to say about their favorites.
Let
in
us
this
know if
category.
anything
This is
seems
a-
too off,
this
like
was
even
this
audio.
was a
Like,
strong one for both English
is it
and
fairly
Japanese.
synced up well?
A lot
It's
of
been a long
nominations.
time
It
since
really
we've live streamed, and now
Yeah.
I'm doing rescaling while streaming. So let me know if there seems to be any hiccups or
Iconic cool guy
audio
voice.
visual stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Aoi Yuki.
But also
Right,
serious.
right.
You know, like,
exactly.
you know.
Serious, but like chaotic. A really good
Oh,
one.
I
So
think that's why it's
all
set
night
on
long, we have
ultra
been
low.
watching the stars and creators
I think
of
I'm
the
set on
year's
ultra
best
low
anime series and
latency,
films arrive
and
at
that
the
locked me out of
2025
being able to
Crunchyroll
do
Anime Awards, which
the
will be live in
widescreen
less than 15 minutes.
format, I think.
I'm so excited. I am going to go back and
Anyways.
get a better view.
I'm
of
trying to
this
look up
right now.
Good
the
idea. While
winners
you head over there,
so
we've
far,
got
so
to
I can
talk
see
about the
what we've
performances tonight. Can't
missed.
wait. Flow.
yeah.
Creepy Nuts are all taking the stage. And the fan excitement out there is contagious. People from
I'm trying
all
to
over
check
the world
the,
are buzzing about their favorite anime and wondering who will take home
audio
the
levels
top
for
awards.
Crunchyroll's,
music, obviously, as I said, and people want
channel.
tunes. Creepy Nuts, Flow,
All right.
Lisa, they're gonna put on a show. You guys are not ready for this.
Yep,
got
I
to see a little bit of
saw
rehearsal.
Solo Leveling get best action, which was
You guys
great.
are about to
Jenu
get
got
the
best
show
character,
of a lifetime.
Cool.
Also, the main stage got a real
You're
nice
calling it
revamp.
slop
So I've
leveling?
seen a lot of
No,
comments from
please
last
say
year about how
that's
pretty it
not what
looked,
you're
and,
saying.
read a few comments
New
like,
series too, so that was good, and thanks for filling them in. Yeah, Freerun's been doing good for
Yes.
best
Good.
supporting character.
So I want you guys to keep posting, keep chatting, and tell us
2025.
performances
Go
Best
ahead,
drama.
Brian.
most excited for.
Oh,
Wow.
and best
Streaming
drama.
live on
Wow.
YouTube and Twitch, and
I think I
over
said
Instagram
that.
and Twitter X with the hashtag Anime Awards.
And then I
Yes.
forgot that
Come
I
be
said
part
it.
of the excitement and
Yeah, I don't remember
anticipation.
if you said it or not.
Over to you,
I'm still
Lauren.
trying to wake up.
We are
It
back
is
with
early,
Lusty
guys.
Kiara, who is absolutely killing this look. And ready to field some burning questions from you fans at home. So, you ready for the first one?
Let's get into it.
Let's do it. All right, the first one is, if you could be any anime character, who would you be and why?
I
What gay
I
boy
wouldn't-
out there does
I
not want to
wouldn't
be Sailor
be-
Moon?
I mean,
So
the
absolutely.
icon.
I don't want to be an
The
anime
icon.
character.
Sailor Star
I go
Light
through
happens
some
to be my
awful,
favorite
awful
character of
things.
all
Like
time.
all the
The
good
original
stuff is
Dragon
just like
Superstar.
tied
And
up
you-
with
and you did
awful
an amazing
things.
Yeah, no,
look
I,
as
I
well.
would say
Thank you
Freerun.
so much.
Okay, you're
Oh,
very
really?
powerful,
Another question
and someone
from the
takes care of
fans.
you.
Which anime character has
feeding
inspired
you
your
and-
drag the most?
Wow.
Alex, hey, how's it
well,
going?
We're back to question one.
Nice to see
Sailor
you
Moon.
around.
Get into
Thanks for
it.
always being
Yes.
in the comments
All
like
right.
you
I know that
usually
you're
are.
also a romantic,
I'm
so
gonna
would
pull
you
a little bit
please
of
do us
volume
the
off of
honors
myself
and
here
present this
in
next very
OBS.
romantic award?
Of course. Everyone,
and of course
get
they're
ready
not-
to feel all the feels.
They're
This
not
next
showing
category
them.
celebrates
Okay,
heart-fluttering
yep. Here's
stories
the
that have us
winners. I
swooning
gotta
all
scroll
year
down to
long.
the bottom
Here are your
and work my way
nominees
up.
for the
Hold on.
best romance.
What do you mean someone detected at my
Best
door?
romance.
They better not be at my door at
A Sign
frickin'
of
5 a.m.
Blue box.
Just hold on.
Makane.
Okay, I was gonna
Too
get my
many
phone
losing
and-
heroines.
Okay.
Nothing.
Ranma, one half.
It must have been like a car going by.
Scott
Or a
Pilgrim
cat.
takes
Best romance,
The
Blue
Dangers in
Box
My Heart,
started out
Season
really
2.
good. Christina and I didn't get a chance to finish it.
And the anime
Ranma's
award
hilarious,
goes
but I
Yeah.
wouldn't consider it best romance.
True.
Blue Box.
Cool.
You know, we didn't get to finish it, but
I know.
Romance is
it
truly
because we
never
want to
out of
finish the
style.
reactions,
All right,
and our
let's send it back
Patreon
to
is a way to
Tim
do
and
that.
see what's on his mind as we get
Patreon.com
closer to the start
/anime
of the
versal.
show.
But it was really good, like really good. Brian, I think even you might kind of dig that. I know romance isn't your big thing.
What's the setting?
A special sports school. A guy who's a year or so younger than his crush. She plays basketball. He plays badminton, and it's kind of like this weird, not weird, but slice of life romance mixed with sports anime. It's pretty good, man.
We can't wait to find out the winner during
I can
the
dig
big
that.
event.
Yeah, and it's unique sports basketball, women's basketball
let's go over to Lauren.
and badminton. And there's a gymnast involved as well. It's pretty cool.
Not a harem, is it?
No, I can't promise.
Oh, yeah, 'cause we didn't finish it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go through all of the voice actors, but congrats to all of
That's a very
those
good
that
question.
did.
Naruto.
I will
It's a nice
no,
entry
the best
level.
English
Yeah,
one has
that's
not been
awesome.
announced yet. So
Yeah, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. All right.
Um,
Our next question is, if you could
lots
be
of
a
them.
side character in any anime, which anime would it be?
okay, so it's been a lot
Or
of
main character
voice
side.
stuff,
That's
of
an
course.
interesting question.
very
The
good.
most
I'll say the Alpha
must
Dragon.
protect at all costs was
Ooh,
Anya
that's
for
an
Spy
A.
Family
Good
Season
choice.
2.
B,
She went
I
up
don't know
against
if Ian
Freerin,
would consider himself a
Okarun
side
from
character.
Don to Don,
He's got main characters
Senshi
as well.
from Delicious and Dungeon,
Good choice, strong choice,
Toki
strong choice. So
Yuki,
you've obviously got a good sense of
Hojo
humor.
from Elusive
We have
Samurai,
another
and
award that we'd like you to
Yuki
present.
Itose
Sound good?
from A Sign of
course,
Affection.
as
So
you know, laughter is the
Anya
best medicine.
could be protected.
These nominees
Okarun
are
could
your
also be
prescription.
protected at all costs,
They
but
brought
I
chaos,
I
the
like
charm.
Anya.
Did
of
Anya get it
course.
last year?
Yeah, rightly so for last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Best comedy.
Here we go, best comedy. Okay, this
Ooh, this is hard.
Konosuba. God's blessing. on
Ranma.
this World 3.
Ranma's my
Magic.
pick.
Magic
Konosuba's
and muscle
hilarious.
to
I loved
define visionary
Konosuba.
candidate exam arc.
They are
dear friend,
Lex, and I love that. Every now and then you can hear Anya in
Spy
Free Ren.
Family,
Every
Season
now
2.
and then.
And
But
the anime
Ranma's
award
would
goes to-
Ranma 1/2 would be my pick.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Let's see. Ready?
Marshall magic and muscles.
Are you kidding me?
Woo,
What?
Congratulations to
I didn't
Marshall
look. I
Magic
didn't see
Muscles.
Marshall. I know some people liked it, but there's no way Marshall is funnier than Ranma.
If it is funnier, then we should check it out.
Yeah.
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 Take a look.
That's heartbreaking because Konosuba was really freaking hilarious as well. What are you guys out there and thinking there, chat? Marshall, deserving of best comedy. Best main character, Jinu from Solo Leveling. He beat out Frieren Kafka from Kaiju number 8, Okarun, and Momo from Don to Don. Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries. So good on that one.
That's an anime?
You didn't watch any of those completely. That's all right. Alex, go back and check out the
that's
Ranma
definitely
remake.
a
It's
It was good.
amazing. Crunchyroll awards every year. The popular shows win, even when they're not as good. Look,
Britney, that's a song,
Cyberpunk
song.
won
Exactly.
3 years ago, so that's
Edge
pretty
Runners.
cool. Yeah.
I went back. I
Thank
think I
you so
told you. I went
much.
back and
Nice
watched all of
meeting
it.
you.
Loved it.
We're back
Good,
here with
good.
David, and many of you
It was a good
watching at
show.
home have sent in your questions, so we pulled a few. David,
Shikanoko and Konosuba are better comedy for Razor Bolt.
First
I-
question that we had sent
I'll
in
give
was,
you
what is your
Konosuba.
ultimate
Shikanoko, man, that was
Ooh, ultimate dream
that went
cosplay.
on way too long. That should have been
To be
12
honest,
like
Super
5-minute
Saiyan 4,
episodes.
Goku.
Really?
It was something, though.
Scythe says Ranma
Yes.
or Konosuba way better. I agree. Best drama we already know. Freerin beat out a bunch. Best action. Best background art was shared from Tom Saz.
You know what?
Thomas.
Deku.
Man, I had some weird
Yeah.
visual things go there for a moment.
Best
Best character design was Don to Don.
Cool.
Beating out Delicious in Dungeon, Demon Slayer, Frieren, Kaiju number 8, and Apothecary Diaries. Don to Don's freaking amazing.
Sure.
Best new
There's an old
series,
saying,
Solo
"It's not
Leveling,
over until it's over." But in anime,
which
that
beat
saying's more
out
like,
Don to
"It's not
Don,
over until
Delicious
there's a
in
prom
Dungeon,
ending
Frieren,
sequence that
Kaiju,
puts just the
Solo,
right button
and
on
Apothecary.
every
See,
episode.
that, I don't
Here are
know.
the
Best new
nominees and the
series?
best ending sequence.
I could have given that to Don to Don or Frieren over Solo Leveling, guys. Best ending sequence.
Ooh.
Burning.
I like Don to Don. Out of all these songs, I don't remember which one I like. Burning. That one. I love that band. Hitsu Jibungaku. I'm sure I butchered it. Love their songs. Actually discovered them before I knew they did some anime songs. So that's my pick, of course. I can see Don to
And the
Don
anime
winning.
award goes to
It was a
Request Krage Solo Leveling.
Woo! Congratulations! Oh,
it
all
was
right, and
all
now
right,
over to
guys, but
24
it's
hour
not that
fun
great of an
check-in
ending
on
song.
all the fans.
No,
This is
no,
it.
sorry.
We are
Those other
minutes
ones
away
were
from
better.
this year's
And I
2025
love
Crunchyroll
Solo
Anime
Leveling.
Awards. People are moving into the ballroom, taking their seats, and there's a hum in the air as we get close to the big show open. I know
Yeah,
the fans
and
feeling the excitement too.
sometimes I
We
think
got
people look
excited
at
for the
whatever
anime of the
looks
year,
cool
everyone's getting here,
on
I
the
see fireworks now, guys. Don't
on
fight,
the
be nice,
openings and
you know?
endings
I know
versus
we'll
like
take the prize,
I also
you know,
think of
but
the
let's
songs
be
and
nice to
stuff,
each other,
you know.
okay? So, we might have
I guess
to
with
taste.
ending
We're all
sequence you
anime
got to
fans,
look
let's
at
go. Are we
the
not?
animation and
We're
art
also
as
streaming
well,
live
but
on YouTube and Twitch
it
and
is what
all
it
over
is.
Instagram and Twitter X.
How you
with the
feeling, Brian? You're
hashtag
not saying
Anime
much.
Awards. Make your voice be
tired.
heard.
Yeah.
Brian's an hour behind
Here's our
us.
burning
He's
question to
in
you guys. What are you
Central
most
Time.
excited
Christine and
for
I
tonight?
living
Continue
here
the
on
conversation and
the
join us
East
during
Coast.
the show.
I feel
Our
bad
last
for all
award
the
is a
people out in
trailblazer of
California
Latin
and
music
stuff
with
that got to
over
do this.
gosh.
1 million records sold, multiple Latin Grammy
Kidding.
awards, and one of the most
I got a few
streamed
minutes
artists in
sleep.
the world. They present the award
You
for
got
I gotta-
best opening
brunch
I gotta be up
today.
early.
Global
Yeah.
superstar, Jay
We got church.
Balvin.
I'm gonna go be
How's
good
that?
Christians.
I wish I could be there with you tonight. Sending big love your way.
Going to
My
Sunday
way,
school?
you're a huge anime
What
fan.
time?
I
To present the
10.
award of the
I
best opening
prefer
sequence. A
um
great anime opening is like a great
I
beat.
like
It sets
Sunday
the
school
vibe
better
and
than
gets you hyped for every
regular
episode.
service
Whether it's
most of the
action-packed,
time, but not all the
emotional,
time.
or just pure
Um,
style.
and
The
that's
best
just
ones stay with you
because
forever. Here are the titles that
Service
allowed
is
the
very
ship to the next level animation.
even we're
Unforgettable
Protestants,
music, and a straight-up
so we're not
creativity.
Catholic. We don't
Now
have
they're nominated
that
for the
level
best
of ceremony and service, but it is
Best opening
still
sequence.
ceremonial. Best
Abyss.
OP,
Youngblood. Kaiju number 8.
Dawn to Dawn, hands
Yeah.
down, hands down. Look, it's not even a song that's on my playlist because it doesn't quite hit as a full song for me, but as an opening,
I've warmed
all
up
of
to
the
it as
all of
that.
the artwork, all of the animation,
Yeah.
everything, the references, that is an amazing opening. But yeah, Service has a lot of ceremony stuff and a lot of repetition, and I'm not the world's biggest fan of hymnals. They're okay. I wish they would bring in some more instruments versus just the piano.
Thank you, Jay Balvin.
And the anime award goes to Otonoke by
Good.
Creepy Nuts
Yes,
for Dan
that
Dan
is
Dan.
that is a solid win.
Congratulations.
Good.
Well, we are only
It's one of those.
moments
It's
away
like
from the
you can't hear it and not
Crunchyroll
be
Anime
humming it
Awards.
Yeah.
the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Dawn to Dawn's ending is one of those what it wasn't Zutomayo, was it?
All of the tremendous talent that has joined us tonight, and you
Or was
at
it,
home for tuning in and getting ready with
God,
us.
there's
And
a
we're
few
not going
female
I don't have my phone.
here
You'd have to look it up.
female-led groups and or artists themselves. I get confused sometimes on who's a group, like Yorushika's a group versus name. Yasser, what's up, bud? How's it going? No problem taking care of it. It was Zutomayo. Thank you. Even if it feels like a TikTok song.
All right, now it's time to turn
Yeah,
things
that's
over
fair.
to your host,
very
Sally
fair.
Amanda.
I don't get the reference. I don't know anything about TikTok
Just
songs.
Dawn to Dawn OP feels like a TikTok song.
Oh, okay.
Like it itself and the design and all that feels like a TikTok song is what they're saying. So, guys, this is what we were expecting to kind of come into. We weren't expecting to miss a whole bunch of what I think are notable categories.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Turn it down so we don't get stopped for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was watching a podcaster recently who covers a lot of wrestling stuff, and he was live streaming, and he has lots of issues with certain theme music or whatever playing, and he's having to, everything keeps getting claimed, so he's
That's
basically
frustrating.
having to pause everything. If the entrance music starts, he's
Very rough.
Yeah.
I want to say thanks to Yasser. Special shout out. Yasser helps moderate not just YouTube, but also over on our Discord, guys. Discord should be linked down below. Go join it. We have a lot of fun there. We have a lot of audience grown mods or whatever. My spoiler hunters, as I am trying to coin the term. They kind of monitor those that read different those that read different mangas, light novels, and watch the anime. They help keep not just us from being spoiled, but you guys in the audience that might be anime only as well. So
yes, and I will. We go through great lengths.
oh, hold on.
Yeah.
You guys are saying that I pushed down my own volume? Oh, I did.
Oh,
How did I do that? I'm so sorry. All those nice things I was saying about Yasser and my other spoiler hunters, I'm not repeating myself at all. No. I don't know how that happened. That was an accident. No, thanks to Yasser, thanks to the other mods here on YouTube and Discord. Join our Discord. It's linked down below. They do a good job hunting spoilers in the comments, not just for us, especially me, since I'm the one that does all the back end stuff, but also the rest of you down out in the audience. So shout out to you guys. Have y'all given your opinion to Call of the Night OP and ending? And did we know the song inspired the manga? Heard about that in the comments, which I think is really, really cool. I think Call of the Night, if you've seen any of our reactions, we absolutely love it. I mentioned how there's parts of the opening that reminded me of Bake Monogatari. It's such a great show. I feel so weird getting I don't say getting money, but I feel weird having a Patreon. It's really weird to be paid to do this with more than time. It's weird to me. And so don't take what I'm about to say as me trying to convince more people to do Patreon. You do what you guys can do, what's best for you, and we appreciate every bit of support. But our Call of the Night uncut reactions, there's a lot of stuff we couldn't just leave in. We're very different in those reactions, much more laid back, relaxed. It was our first time trying to do things with Patreon in mind. So maybe once it all comes out, you could go check it out and see that series and then drop off. I understand things like that. But yeah, I do recommend our mostly uncut things for especially Call of the Night, and upcoming here soon, Grand Blue with
I was about to say that.
Brian and I. Brian,
That's gonna be
how have you know? Discord is for everyone, Lex. There's just a special role, and right now just 2 special rooms for Patreon members. But the full server's there. It's free. You could join it right now and get everything except that special role and those 2 rooms. Brian, how have you been enjoying Grand Blue?
Grand Blue is an adventure, and I recommend everyone go on that journey with Kyle and I. I don't even know how long was the first episode. Well, it almost took us an hour.
Yeah, it's like 45-50 minute reaction, man.
Well, here's the question. I haven't seen it yet. Should I just edit it to watch it with y'all and then see how y'all, or I should just check it out first?
I don't know if you'd be able to edit that one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Not that it's a bad thing.
No, I
just
get it.
Brian and I are just it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. And Grand Blue will be on Patreon weeks before I'm able to get that on YouTube, because I'm gonna want 6-7 episodes of it edited before even trying to put it on YouTube. But those edits are gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Those of you that have seen it should know why. And yeah, Brian and I will hopefully be checking out season 2, which will also be Patreon. Right now, I'll say this while they're talking. We plan on having almost nothing that is a Patreon exclusive for reactions. There are going to be some videos up there that are exclusive, but reactions, everything should eventually make it to YouTube.
Except movies. We're not going to put the whole thing on there. Maybe just some highlights of it, because that's a lot of editing.
It's a lot of editing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of editing. So I say eventually make it to YouTube, because like Christine said, maybe a just the good parts. So instead of getting all of our deep thoughts, if it's an action movie, getting more of some of the action scenes, kind of like that. But they'll be eventually. But who knows, one day maybe a regular edit will eventually make it. But as of right now, for the most part, only movies will be Patreon exclusive. And what I am thinking about doing for you guys, and thank you, Tara, for offering to join. Kitsu Monogatari is going to be some of those that we're going to do, Alex. I am thinking, and I hope this doesn't come off wrong, because in my mind I'm trying to think of you guys out there. I know not everyone can do the subscriptions. So there is an option to sell individual posts, and I was thinking of maybe putting movie reactions on there for $1 or something for
yeah.
those that might not be able to do the. You would still get them in your level 3 subscription, but if you didn't want to do or couldn't do the $10, and especially if all you want is a particular movie or something,
Yeah.
what do you guys in chat that are watching right now? Do you think that would be something fair, or does that come off like asking too much? I'm not sure. It's weird to me, anyways, to even have.
We're trying
Patreon.
to figure it all out.
Things are. I'm sorry. Moontari reacts asked, "Was I referring to WWE content?" Yes. And Lex25, have you guys ever visited Japan? I have not.
No, unfortunately, have not either. And good catch, Brian. We want to so bad. Christine and I, when I was in the Army, there are foreign duty stations. Christine and I were in Germany, both as military brats when our individual parents were there. And then I was stationed in Germany as well. Wanted to go to Japan. Wanted to go to Korea. I would have been down with
Yeah,
Korea.
but it's hard to get.
Oh,
Everyone's trying to get it.
Korea.
Well, that one's
easier.
Well, for you, but for your
yeah.
dependents, that's hard too. To have your family join you, it is difficult to get that, and we'd have to be separated for a year.
Scythe97 says, "Good morning from Syria." Welcome.
Cool.
Brian's chat is updating faster and better than ours, guys.
Is it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do exactly what Brian's done.
Yeah, keep refreshing.
And no, see, I'm on the studio app or the
Oh,
studio
okay.
page.
I just opened it.
Yeah, I'm on the studio page, and
I thank you all once again. Please enjoy the award ceremony tonight. Stream live from the birthplace of anime itself.
It's been a while since I've done
Thank you
any
so much
any
to
live
Give Us the
streams.
Sun. Those millions of votes cast show
It's
how
been a
much
while
the
since I've
world
done any
comes
live
together,
streams,
all because of
and
anime. Now we can start the
I had
show with our first award of
for
the
a
night,
while seen that
Best
the
Animation. Our first
the
presenter
studio
is a
side of things, the back end,
multi-talented
was doing
singer,
well
model,
with
and
chat,
director
but
with
now
a
apparently
long list
it
of
is
credits to his name.
a bit behind.
Fans of anime will surely
The last, what's the last message you see, Brian?
At the very bottom, "Call of the Night Ending" is my favorite Creepy Nuts song by Scythe97. Oh, got another.
Are you sorted by live chat or by top?
Don't know. Oh, let me check.
Because that might be the thing. Brian might be on top chat versus live chat.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Because I'm on live chat. Do you see what I'm saying at the?
Yeah, I rearranged things.
So you should have Thomas at Ibu not yet.
Anime has the power to bend
Yes.
reality.
Okay. All right. So never mind. Brian was the one that was wrong.
Worlds and ways you've never seen before.
Yeah, but we were about
Just the opposite.
dozen behind as far as questions being asked.
No.
Did Crunchyroll just freeze for you, Brian?
Yes.
Okay. So it's
Okay.
not just us.
Be so
Okay.
We're back.
incredibly
Nope, it's back.
accurate in its detail that we recognize the
Everything seems fairly going fairly well. Best animation.
creator in this room knows that stunning artistry comes from hard work. And tonight is proof of the entire
Click the live
anime
button because it may have dropped back a few seconds.
Yeah, just redid.
Here are the nominees.
Was it last year or the year before? Remember where it just wouldn't come up for like a long time and everyone in the chat was getting all mad?
Yeah, I think that was our first year. I could see Don to Don getting best animation
Yeah.
easily.
Oh
Guys,
gosh, this
the
one.
crab chase is still something I love to go back and watch.
Delicious in dungeon.
Season 2 for Grand Blue will be better. Tara says, Alex, do it $1 is nothing anyway in times like this. So movies for $1 on Patreon might be a thing.
Okay.
Movie of the year, I don't think so. Dame. Only Dawn to Dawn episode 7 was peak. I don't know about that. I know Apothecary Diaries is something that's on the radar. This is another one with animation we could easily... We watched like 4 or 5 episodes the night before.
Yeah.
And just still to this day, love every freaking moment. Whether it's this or it's them moving rubble off of a beach. Like, I just... I'm excited for season 2 of Kaiju number 8. Brian, you need to go back and watch Kaiju number 8. It's good, dude.
I have other people tell me that too.
It's fun. It's fun. Best animation, Airwave 2K2 says Free Ren best animation. Look, Solo Leveling season 1 had some sweet animation as well. But out of this, Free Ren or Dawn to Dawn?
Yeah.
I'd lean towards Free Ren personally.
Say it.
Oh. I want you guys to hear this exhaustion over Demon Slayer. Thank good. It's like waiting on Attack on Titan to hurry up and finish.
Yes.
Waiting on Demon Slayer to hurry up and finish so other things can win. So here's that exhaustion one more time. Exasperation. I will admit, I saw the To the Hashira training arc movie, which is a mashup of the ending of the previous season and the first episode and a half or 2 episodes of the Hashira arc season. There is some phenomenal animation in Demon Slayer and clips I had seen before that even, but my goodness, guys, there is more to animation than action. Action is great. But like I said, Free Ren has these scenes where it's just clearing rubble off a beach or walking somewhere or freaking Flam and Free Ren talking to each other, and you're just Anyways. They all had good animation, Airwave says, but Free Ren animated about every second and made out of one panel whole choreography like the dance scene. Absolutely agree. Final episode was peak. I'm guessing Thomas is talking about Demon Slayer there. Terra 48, it's almost as bad as when they won Best Fantasy 2 years in a row. Scythe, I know. Free Ren better win Best Fantasy. We gotta. Who is getting Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan all these awards? Is it like in gaming? I keep wanting to pause.
Yeah, you
I
can't
keep
do
wanting
that.
to pause because it took forever to learn how to do pausing in reactions, and now it's like, dude, we'll be watching something downstairs, and I'll start talking, and I'll try to pause it, even if it's like live TV. In games, I'm always blaming the 12-year-olds. You know, I can't play Call of Duty because the damn 12-year-olds that don't have a job are too good at it. Can we blame 12-year-olds on these anime awards that we don't like?
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah, or watch a Demon Slayer.
Well, yeah, fan votes. We can vote. I didn't vote this year. We voted last year.
Yeah.
For those of you that have been following us, know that winter and spring have been rough in the Malone house. But yeah.
Here are the nominees for Best Isekai Anime.
This will probably be Solo Leveling's take. I love Konosuba. I love Konosuba Season 3 gave us so much darkness. It was great. Brian, you should watch Konosuba. If you've been enjoying Grand Blue with me, you'd get a big kick out of Konosuba, dude. No joke. You really would. Oh, no, wait. Mushoku Tensei. There you go. I forgot that one was up this year.
Yeah.
I really did. I just put up a remastered. I didn't really have to do too much remastering to it, but the mostly uncut Father's Day episode is on Patreon right now for level 3. Christine and I loving ReZero.
Yes.
Season 1 complete. We're gonna watch the movie maybe tomorrow. No, don't look.
Okay, yeah, I'll look away. Dang it.
We're not looking.
Okay.
We got some people hoping for ReZero. Some people hoping for Mushoku. I think we're all Team Mushoku, right, Brian? Mushoku?
I am.
Yeah. I didn't see that, guys. Was that good? Someone let me know if that was good. I'm not the world's biggest DC guy, so...
A lot of people that watches this.
I've heard Slime is really good, too.
Yeah.
Watch them give Demon Slayer best Isekai. Tara says the Suicide Squad Isekai was bad. Alright.
Okay.
Come on, Mushoku. Story was mid, animation was
And the
great.
anime award goes to
Donka.
ReZero, starting life in another world.
Okay,
Season
I can't
3.
be upset because we haven't seen it. We're on, like I said, done with season 1. Really, really enjoyed it. I've heard a lot of people say season 3 was freaking amazing. But Mushoku Tensei, man, for a show that is so damn good, it does not get any love at these awards. Ever.
Yeah.
I didn't believe that.
Scythe says, F it, ReZero to win. And then, yes, they did win.
まず本当にたくさんの見てくださった皆様
There's so many people
感謝しております。そして
saw the show. And I thank
Hopefully
them
season
from
3
the
of
bottom
Mushoku will get something. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope so.
It's very
It
talented.
is such a good show, and like I said, for all the flack
Those
that
who
it
supported the
takes,
project, the crew, the producers,
does it really deserve any more than other anime out there? Like,
accepted
it
this.
falls into some tropes. There's some things that we get the ick about, but that's part of consuming anime in a way. There's limits, there's lines that can be crossed. We're never going to be the take anime down types, but if something crosses one of our lines, we just don't watch it.
Yeah.
She'll never
Now,
watch Goblin
let's move
Slayer,
on to the
guys. It's
exciting
not
categories.
happening.
The
Or
award for Best
Made in
Continuing
Abyss,
Series.
or
To
Redo
present,
of
we
Healer.
have
So
2
stop
stars of the
recommending
global mega
it.
hit series Stranger Things. Please give a warm welcome to Gatton Masero and Finn Wolfhard.
That Finn Wolfhard character guy was there last year too.
Yeah.
Was Dustin with them last year?
I don't think so.
You find a series so good you never want it to end.
Gayton, there's the name.
Best continuing series award. is all
Apparently,
about.
the season
Honoring
5
anime that keeps audiences
trailer for
hooked.
Stranger
It
Things
delivers
is coming out in a week or so.
episode, season after season. Basically, the
Are
kind
they
of
gonna do
show
what
that
they've been
keeps you
doing and
yourself
split it
on
into
your
like
couch
3
until you've
parts?
experienced the whole
Like,
thing from beginning to end.
Look, I'm
Both of
fine
us
with that
have
split
definitely done that before.
method. It's better than
That's the cool thing about anime, the way it expands
one a
worlds,
week for
levels up its
for series
characters,
like
and
that,
touches
and
animation to
especially if they're as long as they were
inspired so
for
much
season
that
4.
they're supposed to be. Yeah, they said each episode is essentially a film.
continuing series.
Jeez.
最優秀継続シリーズ賞 Best Continuing
Pran
Series.
Praneeth says Mushoku gets as much love as it's hated. I don't know. I think it gets a little more hate than love. At least online. David Akadi. I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these letters. I could actually zoom in some, I think.
鬼滅の刃
Yeah, I forgot I could do that.
あの男が奴が
Said, do not watch. Please do not watch Redo of Healer. Alex, Redo of Healer is meme, and we all agree we don't talk about it.
Season 7
Brian Lex mentions your favorite shorts wearing character from Nier. 9S.
One Piece One Piece
Best continuing.
Yeah.
What dictates continuing? Because could Dr. Stone technically get a continuing? Yeah, if Oshinoko can get a continuing, then Dr. Stone could get a continuing next year for season 4. I really like Oshinoko. There's some tropes in it as well that are a little unfortunate, and you kind of have to do some mental gymnastics, but
Yeah.
there's some writing on the wall that I'm just not looking forward to eventually, but it's a good show, a good look at the Japanese entertainment industry, apparently.
Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Hashira Training Arc.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
I was actually pulling for Bleach on that one.
Muntari reacts as well.
Yeah. I got a good buddy who has a sleeve, like he's a hardcore fan.
So the only reason I can say that I'm not into Bleach is the only times I had seen it was when it was first on Toonami Adult Swim. I don't remember which version, but it was on Cartoon Network channel. So English dub, and the way I understand, heavily edited, censored, or something like that. It just was not. It wasn't catching me at all. But I've heard I should go back and check out the original version. You know, the uncut stuff or Japanese edits at least. Yeah.
I always caught random stuff, and then, like I said, this buddy of mine, he's he's hardcore. So one day he sat down and was just like giving me all the backstory and the lore. I was very captivated. I need to take the time to really truly dig into it, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But over a lot of the other super ongoing ones, that is one that I think I will take the time to do it.
Inspired me. To just focus on what's right in front of me.
Let's see here.
Take steps
Dame, Bleach not winning is crazy. David, how did Demon Slayer win that? Alex, Oshinoko is good until the fandom comments and says the ending mid and bad. I say okay, don't care. Lex used to really like Bleach, but got Bleach fatigue. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Either way, people will not be satisfied with some choices. This is very true. Airwave. Yasser, sorry about your connection. Scythe has not seen it. Has never seen a fan base that loved their anime to the point that makes others hate it more than Demon Slayer's fan base. And Bleach, 1,000-Year Blade War had in Core 1 a really well-made action episode. There could be a worse, more popular one, right? I guess. I don't know. So I kind of got into counterculture, subculture, whatever. I got into punk and alternative scene and stuff a long time ago. My uncle was handing me stuff like Fugazi and Butthole Surfers and, of course, Ramones and Pistols and all that when I was like, 8, 9, 10 years old. I was very big into being in with the out crowd for a bit, like most teenage scenesters, punks, emos, screamo, whatever, metalheads, where I'd balk at almost anything popular. I'm glad I grew out of that pretty quick, because things are popular usually for a reason, except in music. Top 40 pop music in America sucks. It sucks so bad. Top 40 rock, top 40 rock in America sucks so bad these days. These days, I should say. I'm sure there's a few artists out there that are good, but in general, American top 40 sucks. But yeah, things usually get popular for a reason. The MCU was popular for the Infinity Saga for a reason. It was good, and now it's not popular for a reason because it's not anymore. I don't mind popular shows. I really don't. It does get frustrating when you know that something is winning simply from popularity and not like a... And look, we review and react and cover things all the time, even written stuff over on lrmonline.com. Go there every day for all your entertainment news, needs, opinions, celebrity interviews, and more. But there is a way to look at things somewhat objectively, and where you're like looking at the animation, you're looking at the voice acting, you're looking at whatever the category is, and you're really focused in on what that category is. But I think most people just go on and vote for whatever their favorite show was in that category, whether it looks as good or not. You know?
Yeah, like what we were just talking about with like a Ranma 1/2, where it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. It's got romance in it, but it's not what really stands out for, you know, a lot of people like me, and I'm sure you as well. And it's just like
Definitely not season 1.
I feel more comedy than, you know, romance. So it's like, I mean, technically, but no, I wouldn't pick it for that. So.
Thomas says Demon Slayer is pretty good and has groundbreaking animation, but the overhyping is just as bad as Solo Leveling. David Akati, mind you, this Demon Slayer season you'd say is the worst season so far, and it's still winning.
Wow.
Alex, Demon Slayer's okay, nothing too great or bad, and I will watch the movies in the cinema and will enjoy it, but the fandom does suck. Did Demon Slayer win Best Romance? No.
Is the fandom worse than the My Hero fandom?
Yeah, is Demon Slayer fandoms worse than My Hero? I'm not sure.
That's a rough fandom.
My Hero?
Yes.
I tried. I actually watched all of season 1, or I think I watched all of season 1. It just didn't hook me.
I just watched one episode.
It was, and I'm not. I hear people say all the time, "Oh, you got to watch until X amount of seasons," and sure, maybe if you got to watch to season 2, get through season 1, and then season 2 is really freaking banging, I can cope. But it was not doing it for me. It really wasn't.
Like the chat, not close. No, it's close. They're equals.
Peak MHLA was very insufferable. David Akati, My Hero fandom are in a league of their own. Oh, what was so of course Christine and I have braved the Fate fans. That is a dedicated and highly emotional, sometimes in not a good way, fandom, but
there's like a bunch of series, right?
What's that? Fate is Kingdom Hearts on crack. That's chat. Someone back me up. As far as like all the stuff Fate does, and I like Fate. We like Fate, but it's multiverse, multi-timeline, multi-whatever is it makes Kingdom Hearts look well-adjusted and linear. Have y'all heard when they're sending death threats because their headcanons weren't supported by the author? No, that's awful. Is that Fate, Terra, or is that My Hero or Demon Slayer?
Maybe all.
Maybe all. Dame, Lay, My Hero fandom is like the Michael Jordan of toxic fandoms. Demon Slayer would be Derek Rose. Okay, so the MHA one sent death threats. That's awful. That's awful.
It's a wild.
All right, best original.
Best original anime. Butchigiri. Butchigiri.
Didn't see it, but dudes getting punched by someone talking about losing their virginity. So maybe I need to go see this.
Yeah.
Girls band cry.
Someone recommended this when we were doing our Bochi. It wasn't out yet, I don't think. I think they were like, hey, when it does come out. I'm still iffy on some of these CGI anime.
Yeah, it's kind of weird looking. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like I'm against it. Oh, no CGI. It's I don't know if I can settle into it. Like, it is kind of jarring.
Metallic Rouge. Metallic Rouge.
Tara needs to finish Buchigiri. Thomas wants Girls Band Cry to win. David, to be fair, every anime has a portion of fandom that is terrible, but in My Hero fandom, it's almost all of them.
Wow.
Muntari, My Hero Academia is Tumblr level. Dear God. Alex, I need to watch Fate. Where to begin? Don't ask that question. I can't believe you watched Zero first, you dumb mother. Oh, you watched UBW first? Why didn't you watch the original Stay Night first? Yeah.
And the anime award goes to...
I don't really feel like I have a horse in this race.
Same.
Ninja Kamui.
Yeah. Can't say yes, no, maybe so. Bravo. Good job, Ninja Kamui. It's really that bad by Fate, dude. The where to start is a thing. That's a thing, especially when you think of the Stay Night 3 routes situation with the Heaven's Feel movies, original 06 Stay Night, and Unlimited Blade Works. And I will say this personally. I liked watching Zero first. I know some of you guys are going to hate hearing that, but it allows us to know a certain character through the Stay Night arcs. It allows you to have some hatred for that character, and I like that because you remember things from Zero. But I also see how some people really would want you to start with Stay Night. They'll say 06, fine, or Unlimited Blade Works, and then go to Zero later. But I actually did kind of like Zero first. What'd you think, babe?
Yeah, it's a Fate is something I don't want to touch on often, for good reason. Some of it's like just I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen it, but yeah, there's some darkness to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was trying to get you to.
Oh.
Yeah. Didn't everybody hate Ninja Kamui? And I see ew and wait, that sucks ass.
Scythe, if Ninja Kamui wins, I'll lose hope in humanity. Ipkin, still mad. Demon Slayer won Best Animation with 2 good scenes in the last few episodes. That's it. Praneeth, it fell off right after the first episode. Damn.
Thank you so much.
I think I remember the trailer for that one now, relatively, and it looked interesting, but no. Darkness Inside of Darkness for Fate. I've seen darker, but it gets pretty dark.
Yeah.
Like the first episode where you meet Castor and Zero. Holy crap!
She's a trailblazing Latin Grammy
Oh, that was messed up.
Yeah.
Who's breaking barriers in the music industry with her unique
Yeah,
blend of pop,
I just remembered a part of Zero. I wish I didn't.
Pablo Vittar.
I wouldn't want wings. If like someone's like, here, you can have the power of flight, but you actually have to have wings, like Angel or something like that from X-Men. No, I'm good.
Especially considering like the size of a human and how big the wings would have to be. So it's
Imagine
just in the way.
sitting places, like just simply having to sit down and eat. You'd never be able to sit on a fully backed chair. So no, I don't want wings.
It would be like an RPG where they just disappear when you sit down. Something like that.
I mean, yeah, sure. You want Zack's wings from Final Fantasy VII? No, because that means then you had to sit there and mess with Genova cells, and no, thank you. Wings would be disgusting and fleshy, Sappy says. Oh, that sounds awful.
It's like a dragon, I guess. They're fleshy.
So is this best song?
Yeah, I think so.
Because we already did opening sequence and ending sequence.
Bling bang bang born. Creepy nuts. Mashle. Magic and muscles.
Do you guys really need to announce it? Anyways.
Yes.
Didn't Creepy Nuts do the one for that My Boy Komogi, or your boy Komogi. Was that them as well? I don't remember, but I know that song got a lot of hype, and I really wasn't feeling it too much. That's a pretty decent opening song. Oshinoko's another one, Brian, you should check out. Okay, yeah, I could see this. I could see this. This is a pretty banging song. People want Creepy Nuts to win, and Nipple Lights. Thanks for having me say nipple on stream. That's awesome. Does not think so. So. You see here, it's like here, me personally, I'm starting to think of what song's going to end up on my playlist, but I can't help but be biased for this or Solo Leveling. It won't. You'd like live Fatal to win. Tara wants Oshinoko's OP to win. You know?
Yeah, this one's good too.
This one's pretty good. This one's on my playlist. Just saying.
Oh no.
Award goes to
Demon Slayer for the win.
one of my favorites, Dan Da Dan.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yep.
That's fine. I'm okay with it. I truly am. I am okay with it. Yoasobi, that was the other name I was thinking of earlier when thinking of the Dawn to Dawn ending. I was like trying to think of there's three like I said, female-led groups or female artists that I really like. Female-led group Yorushika, who also did Free Ren, Yoasobi, and Zuzomayo. It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool, and they performed.
Such a cool anime.
Yeah.
Have our opening song and wonderful visual. All of these different forces came together to create this wonderful piece.
Season 2, Part 2 opening, and first Oshinoko on par with each other for Yasser. And there's only one award for a song. You want there to be a limit for a song? Or am I missing something there, Thomas?
To a different world. And I'd love to continue creating music like that. Thank you so much.
Okay, they were replying to Scythe. Okay, cool.
The celebration continues.
At least Demon Slayer.
Is Dawn to Dawn June or July?
July, dude. It's next season. Yeah. So guys, look, I'll say summer is huge. There's like Dawn to Dawn season 2, Kaijun number 8 season 2, Doctor Strange season 4 part 2, My Dress Up Darling, right? As well, season 2. Grand Blues season 2. There's more. There's I counted, there was like 8 or 9, I think maybe even 10 shows that I'm interested in us covering. All that we watch will go up on level 2 on the Patreon. Level 3 gets that as well. But only like 4 or 5 of those are going to make it to YouTube during summer, because that's a lot to edit, especially when we're still working through, seasons 2 of Call of the Night season 2 is one of them. When
You
we're
meant
working,
Dr. Stone.
I mentioned Dr. Stone.
You said Doctor Strange.
Oh, did I? Oh, Dr. Stone. I'm sorry. It is 5:42.
Yeah.
After all these years, it still helps me when I need it.
So only 4 or 5 of those are going to be able to be edited and released during summer for YouTube. But they'll be up there on the Patreon, and then those that we don't get at the same time as they are airing, they will make it there as fast as we can.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man movie. I'm excited.
I am excited for Chainsaw Man as well.
Yeah.
Dude, we still have not watched that last Zom 100. We will do that. We need to. That was a fun show.
Yeah, it
before it
was.
became like a travel agency show, and then got kind of fun again. Next season is good, but this season for me is the best of the year. Really, Tara? What's making this season so good for you? Chainsaw Man, looking forward to that as well.
Demon Slayer, best slice of life.
Nipple Lights, appreciate it. Queendom is the group that did the your boy Kong Ming. Thank you, appreciate it.
Oh my gosh.
Damn you.
Hey,
you made me watch.
It was great getting Christine with that first episode.
Yeah. It was irritating that y'all left me out, and then I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah.
Brian and I giggling like schoolgirls for like weeks. Just can't wait till she sees this Shikanoko thing.
in my heart, season 2.
Sending the trailer. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What is this?
Every now and then I'll see a deer in something, or like even out on the road, and I'll just Shika. Yeah, Yasser voted for Nokotan for Slice of Life.
And the anime award goes to Makain, Too Many Losing Heroines. Congratulations.
Okay. What do you guys think? Is that a good win? This was best slice of life, Scythe. Thomas is very excited about this winning. A 10 out of 10 show. Nice. Oh, we got a detractor in Terra. It's all good. Laid back camp never wins. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a lot we need to watch, Alex. A lot.
I'm playing the role.
What I need is for Brian to get some new hardware, and then for him to be like, you know what? I'm gonna help out and do one video a week. That's what I need. Brian editing one video a week.
This is all about the daily life.
Before he moves to 2 a week.
Wonderful music.
In all seriousness, we hope. And honestly, thank you again to everyone that subscribes. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't liked the video that you're watching this stream, please do give it a thumbs up. And to all those that are members or will become members of our Patreon, we really do appreciate it. I'm hoping, like my biggest hope is that enables us to afford an additional editor just to help with a couple of videos a week.
Thank you for your support.
That honestly is one of my biggest goals with Patreon is being able to get an editor to help with a few videos, because that'll enable us to do more and more. And I want to do more. Christine's been back editing hardcore for a bit now after an extended break, and that's been a big help. And why things have been going pretty smoothly the last few weeks since launching ReZero and Call of the Night. So, yeah. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
To do that,
few words on Grand Blue that you guys want to say.
Any words on Grand Blue we want to say? It's hilarious. The first episode took almost an hour. And I honestly don't think I've ever laughed that hard on camera. I don't. It's pretty damn funny.
Yeah, y'all were recording, and I even came to check on you. I was like, "What is he upset?" I was like, "No, those were laughs."
I don't think
never mind.
I could breathe.
Yeah.
Anime's influence on the world is undeniable. The sci-fi genre was nothing but spaceships and aliens until the Matrix.
You almost had an efficient name. Remove all the vowels.
Yeah.
Harvey Birdman.
Yeah.
my name is Divd. Used to be David, but I removed all the vowels for efficiency. I love that episode.
Yeah.
Prison School. Nope, that's not one we've seen yet.
shows like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Rick and Morty, even the Powerpuff Girls.
Is our region getting the Don to Don movie on cinema? I don't know, but even if it did, we couldn't go to the theaters to see it. They did do the first few episodes. It's the episodes like they did for season 1, because we can't record a reaction from within the theater.
Yeah.
Or can we?
No.
We're gonna need some night vision cameras, some book bags.
And start composing. I know I'm not the only one. Anime teaches us to dream bigger, feel more, and feel free from the world in front of our eyes. No matter how outrageous the presentation, we can somehow relate.
Yep, Dress Up Darling season 2. I've heard Prison School is pretty funny.
David said it well.
Christine and I both really enjoyed Dress Up Darling season 1 as one that we watched off camera. Sorry, there are no reactions to that.
You're pulled right back into the story.
But definitely looking forward to season 2. The manga, when it ended a few months ago, I know the ending because of jerk faces on Twitter.
Oh, I don't know, so.
And their legacy continues with the theme from Eureka 7, which is celebrating an incredible 20th anniversary this year.
Yeah, someone in the chat mentioned earlier how JJK fans are always spoiling it. For other fans, are like, that is true because I know how it ends. And I've only watched a few episodes of the anime. Yeah,
Dame lost a kidney watching Grand Blue. Same for everyone, says Yasser. I'm getting to it. Where's my pointer?
There you go.
So I have a Logitech, what is it, the G502 Hero gaming mouse. I used that religiously for years, and still do, or will if I get back to any first-person shooter gaming. But I currently have this guy. There we go. I have this guy. And the G305 Lightspeed, I have it in AVR blue and purple. Actually, that one's just mostly purple.
Yeah.
And so it's real smooth, you know. The polling rate is great. The DPI is great. The settings, like all the customization. But when we're sitting here, I'm using this with this touchpad, which is just like a laptop touchpad. It sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm so used to the smoothness of my actual mouse. Nipple lights, I am enjoying that. That is just great. Do you do that on purpose and like get into chats to try to see who will? Because nipple is not a bad word. It is an anatomical word. I can say it. I also, you do it just to, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. You're awesome. You know how JJK ends and you don't even watch or read it. It just got spoiled for you, right? That sucks. Yeah, it sucks to spoil things, Alex. It really does. Touch is insulting. Yeah, but you know, this is great for reactions or like when I'm doing gaming streams as well. It, you know, with a real mouse you need a little bit more space.
Yeah.
And this comes with the keyboard. Like I can actually sit down and I've played like Civilization on the big TV downstairs, just sitting on the couch using this. So that's pretty nice.
Speaking of gaming, I just finished Expedition 33.
Ooh, Brian,
anybody
yes.
who's a Final Fantasy fan, and if you haven't played it yet, highly recommend it.
Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm interested in it as well.
I got about 80 hours in. There's still a lot of content in Game Plus, but yeah, just look out for spoilers. It's story heavy.
Let's see here. fine with it since it wasn't really interesting in you, but getting spoiled definitely sucks. Montari avoided spoilers. Airwave says you're okay when it is hidden and around the corner, but any more than that should announce to be spoiler, and on YouTube push down a few lines. Yeah, people can share spoilers and their takes. All we ever ask is that you know, spoiler warning, and hit enter, you know, or tap enter 5-6 times. Give it a good push down below the preview window. Every now and then I'll see something like the beginning of what I think is a spoiler, and I'm pretty good at like avoiding it and just clicking on, like, looking just above. We're looking for like the drop down box, or I'll back out of it and ask on Discord for one of our mods to go scope it out, see if it's a spoiler or
Best
not.
Director.
We bestow the first ever Global Impact Award.
Plus, we bestow the first ever Global Impact Award on an iconic series when the 2025
Okay.
Crunchyroll Anime Awards return.
You've got the voice on the inside, and I understand there's a lot of Japanese that's spoken, but the voice on the inside was speaking English as well. Why didn't you just play that? It's all good. Alex got spoiled for Zom 100, but we'll still read it. Tara was a manga reader themselves when it was happening, and people wouldn't shut up. Are you talking about JJK? Okay. Felt bad for other people who weren't caught up. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
awesome. It was really nice to be able to like see
For
all these like amazing
for better or worse, have the distinct pleasure of occasionally forgetting things I've been spoiled on.
Yeah.
My memory
see all these people sort of on their
doesn't always serve me best, and sometimes it does though. And there are spoilers that I know I know something, like I know something, right? But I can't think of what it is that I know. So
Of course I did.
I always do try to. I know someone in the comments wanted to accuse us of reading solo leveling or knowing solo leveling because we used a name in a thumbnail or in a YouTube title.
Yeah.
And the only reason I used it was having seen it online. Before the name was announced in the anime, like everyone was already talking. Everyone, even the official accounts on Twitter, on X, were using this name, and so I was like, well, thinking like a person that does YouTube, algorithm, search terms. If everyone's using this name, I need to use this name. And what's funny is we go out of our way to let you guys know when we've either seen something, know something, been spoiled on something, because there's no point in faking it like that. Like, it's just, that's not what this reaction. We're not the reaction channel you come to for all the big overreaction. The oh snap! Like, there's moments, of course, and whatnot.
Yeah.
You guys know that there's only a few things out there that'll bring the tears on. It's a unique one, as real as we can make it.
Yeah.
And it was just funny to have them just insist that I use this name that everyone and their mother saw online. I didn't know where it came from. I just knew that was the damn thing's name. I admitted straight up, I was like, watching Oshinoko season 1, episode 1. I know what's coming. I've been spoiled.
I wasn't, but yeah.
And it was spoiled by the like blurb for it. I don't know if it was IMDb or Wiki or something, but just like the quick little top blurb. This happens. What? So a bunch of discussions about spoilers. Freerin has no spoiling, given how popular it is. What would Himmel do? He would not spoil. I like that.
Cheers.
From Airwave. Alex says overreactions are cringy. It is what it is. Have you guys thought on Mushoku season 2 ending changed with all this time to think about it? Used to be okay with when reading the light novel. You've been hating on it ever since. So are you talking about Rudy building his collection? I would say what I think and what I said during our reaction still stands true. They owed conversations. There was conversations that were owed. I don't think it's like maybe it ends up making sense through the story, but this is the dynamic I'm into. So
yeah,
that's always going to be preferable in a way, but it doesn't take away from the enjoyment of the show. It doesn't mean that I don't like the show or don't like the character. Christine and I are notoriously drawn to harem anime, so
I know, right?
It's not even that.
It's like it's so enjoyable to watch, but I wouldn't want to live that. So
Lex says watching a YouTuber known for overreacting paused and reacted to a bird in the background.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
Yasser, thanks for the honest. Says appreciate genuine and honest reactions. We like doing it.
Yeah.
Wait till the Grand Blue reaction.
Oh God.
You're gonna get genuine.
This is best director, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was such a well, we know who wins. Oh, best score. Thank you. Dan has good music, but here's my thing is a lot of anime has good music. There you go. Evan calls Freerun. Absolutely. 100%. This is what I was getting to. A lot of anime has good music. Like a lot of Final Fantasy games have good music. But then there's scores like Freerun, and there's scores for Final Fantasy games like Final Fantasy VII, which stand out so much, like just leaps and bounds above everything else, even though everything else is good. So I have Solo Leveling's soundtrack on my playlist. Absolutely.
I agree. Freerun's is perfect.
Yeah.
It is peak. I mean,
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But we all know Demon Slayer's winning, right? Can we get our booze ready?
And the anime award goes to
Really?
Solo
Really?
Okay.
Evan Call, you got robbed. But at least it was not
yeah.
Demon Slayer. Hiroyuki Sawano's done a lot of music that all of us have heard, whether you realized it or not. 86 as well.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, good stuff. Evan Call still got robbed. Better than Demon Slayer. Brian already drank it. What did Brian drink?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Oh, the water.
Who worked on this, and all the fans that supported us. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
So you just didn't stop.
It was gonna be today was gonna be coffee or booze.
Our next
Or
presenter
both.
is the
Drink coffee.
acclaimed screenwriter,
Oh, I
renowned
had
for
my
his
coffee.
contributions to the Marvel Universe.
Site said not as bad as Demon Slayer. Actually listened to 2 songs from Solo Leveling on Spotify. Have you watched my teen comedic romantic snafu? No. Want to, but Crunchyroll only has like season 2 or 3, and we would need to get to the first season to watch that.
Good evening. It's my honor to be here with you.
Tara talking about season 2 for Solo Leveling? I might have missed. Some context might be between you and others in the chat. Yeah.
whiskey,
Excuse me.
burgers, Neapolitan pizza.
You think the Japanese
My
have
research,
perfected
I wanna assure
whiskey?
you, has been extensive.
I don't drink much anymore. Actually, I don't drink at all anymore. I haven't. I had one shot last year when making a shot of Jack Daniels when making cooking with it, doing a barbecue and a sauce and marinade with.
I still think about that too. It was so good.
And then before that, it had been years.
Yeah.
But I do love whiskey. Did. And that's not why I quit head injury.
Yeah, this was just garbage, sweet vodka, basically sugary vodka. But I do have some good bourbon.
But I don't know if I've ever had any Japanese whiskeys.
Japanese? No.
Yeah.
I've got a bottle. It's vodka. It's Greek, made with olives. It's brand. It's new. I just got it. I haven't tried it yet.
Talking about here's best director. Talking about Sawano. Did we watch Kill la Kill? No. Beautiful Eye says Snafu might be on High Dive.
Okay.
We can check that out. I love this sequence. I freaking love the music, the red, the animation. Like, I've never been less upset at some foot footage than I was at that. We already know what's winning. Boo.
Yeah.
I said that last time, so I'm saying it again and hoping what happened last time happens again and that it doesn't.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
All right,
Okay.
Brian. And they have perfect sake. Yeah, I'm sure they do. It's hard. Scythe and what's hard, Scythe? Oh, this choice? Ooh, Freerin as well.
Yeah.
And you start thinking about like how a director's vision comes through in animation versus live action, and I feel like I'm a better judge of directors from a live action standpoint over animation, just because I know more about the process and the job, if you will, of live action directors. Animation directors or directors of a series, because an animation director is its own position, I'm not as clear on. Yeah. Fans of the fan letter, One Piece fan letter. I know some people really love Delicious in Dungeon, and that's on our radar to watch. Saito elevated Freerin manga's 10 out of 10, but he really made it even more peak.
And the anime award goes to
there you go. Freerin wins.
Cool.
Nice. Yay, guys. Demon Slayer didn't win, and a show that truly deserves it got it as well. Yay. That's good. That's good stuff. Animation director for this year seems pretty split, according to Tara. That's cute. That's cute. The flashback direction was incredible. Yes, I agree. Everyone here seems pretty freaking happy.
Good.
Ririn's one of those shows also that there's not necessarily non-stop action. Sometimes it's even very little, but it hits so hard and it's so well done, whenever it appears.
Yeah, I agree.
And his hard work has resulted in this award, and I could not be happier. It's thanks to all the crew.
Did the writer go back to writing it yet? Because I know the manga went on hiatus for a while.
The last thing I say. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Asbu, or ASBU. Not sure if you pronounce it like a name or read it like letters. It's still on break, Thomas. Oh, that sucks. Thanks for hanging out with us. Apothecary Diaries has incredible direction as well, says Sarah. That's awesome. Not decided. It could be said either way. Namdi, hey guys, I saw your comment about finishing ReZero 1. Which one did you guys prefer, Mushoku Tensei Season 1 or ReZero Season 1? Not trying to start something, just genuinely curious.
Ooh. That's hard.
I would say I enjoyed Mushoku Tensei Season 1 a bit more.
Yeah, and I think I know why you're going to say it too.
I like seeing there's a lot of like advancement and progression and a lot more time covered in Mushoku Tensei Season 1, and I really enjoy that. I thoroughly enjoy that. There's so much world building and stuff like that, and it's not that ReZero doesn't have that, because it does as well, but because of the way ReZero is set up, there's a lot less forward movement. And I'm guessing that comes later. You know, you get a little bit more of it in Season 2 and forward. And it's not a knock against it in any freaking way, because there's some amazing, awesome moments, heartfelt moments in ReZero Season 1 as well. But as far as like what you asked, which one did I enjoy more, like has a I don't want to say better, but more enjoyable first season, for me it would be Mushoku, babe.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I thought that you were also gonna point out like the how the intro, like all the animation work on that, and yeah, it was just like you got a lot in Mushoku Tensei that was like, you know, really special.
Sound, music,
yeah,
animation.
This with her, yeah.
So Free Read Manga's on hiatus. Oh wait, let me go back up a little bit more. Starting a full-blown war. Mushoku, Asbu says, because Ghislaine exists. Yeah, sure. Free Run still on hiatus. Airwave 2K2 will be the longest that it's had so far, with no official announcement on why. Speculation is the author's work on anime for Season 2. Mushoku Tensei and ReZero Season 1 are on the same level, according to Scythe.
Yeah, they're both really good.
Which one did you suffer more in? I'd say probably... I don't know, man. That first turning point is wicked tough, man.
Yeah, they both get you, you know.
You do get to like suffer with Subaru a bit more than Global Impact Award for Attack. I could see that. That makes sense easily, hands down. And I could see something like Demon Slayer winning that in a few years as well. Because of the way ReZero is done, and try not to do too many spoilers for an older show, you do get to spend some time suffering with Subaru in some unique ways, and you really do feel for him a lot.
Got depressed watching ReZero Season 1. Yeah,
I could see that.
Yeah, there were moments where it's like, I really hope we're not going to record. I need a mental break.
Was it like Vinland Saga depression, or? Because that was rough. I think back to that show sometimes, and
I would say
it haunts me.
For me, the fantastical elements of it kind of reduce it a bit, while the realism in Vinland Saga enhances it a bit. For me, but yeah. Turning Point 2. Yep. Oh my goodness. That's the one that made me afraid of the phrase. Because you're like, oh, this is a thing now, How attached you get to the characters, the suffering varies. I can see that as well. Don't worry, you feel the same. Can't wait for season 4 of ReZero and 3 of Mushoku. Read the light novels for both and can say confidently both seasons are going to be peak. Seeing Ruijerd weak is still wild. Yeah, dude. That was probably, and I know, Mushoku Tensei's gonna do this. It's, we didn't get to see Eris at all during season 2. And that was weird, and not seeing a lot of Ruijerd, but it's like some other series where these characters got separated. You're gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Losing Roxy for a bit in season 1 through season 2. But I liked Ruijerd. I liked that arc in season 1. I really did. Yeah. It was weird not having him around in season 2. What else do we got going on? I'll say this. This whole thing that we've got going on right here, not the genreverse itself, which was born from podcasts we used to do on the LRM YouTube channel, brought over here. We did Anime Versal Reviews, AVR, which, by the way, guys, AVR Squared is for both now. I'm going to be using that branding going forward. It's Anime Versal Reviews and Reactions, which AVR Squared was Anime Versal Reviews' reactions, being funny that way. But I'm going to go down, eventually working on the logo a bit more, but AVR Squared will be our anime content, period. Dr. Stone is the whole reason we started doing anime reviews, not watching anime fans for decades before.
Yeah.
But doing it on the channel, and it coming to an end is I'm having issues with that, and I'm going to be in the feels.
I'm in denial.
Be a good live stream.
It will be. Yeah, we'll definitely do a post show thing. And don't worry, Namdi, it is early. We've been up for a couple hours now. It's only 6:14 a.m. for us. McCall,
5:14 for me.
Watch Dr. Stone. It is freaking amazing. Is the rim section in the store justified, Christine?
Yeah. I just a little bit, yeah. I think she's sweet.
I still think it's a bit overboard, but I can see why she would sell well as a character and figure. Yeah. It's still a bit overboard for me.
I know, because at first you're seeing this all over the place and you haven't even watched the show yet, and you're just like, what is up with this blue-haired chick? Why does everybody love her? Why? Okay, and then you see it oh yeah. It's great.
Dr. Stone is so great. I cannot sing the praises of Dr. Stone enough. It is it is a starter anime if there ever were one. It is fun for all ages. Osbu says, who's Rem from ReZero? It used to be a plague 2016. In 2016, I could see that. Yeah, Dr. Stone is something special. For me, it holds a really special place. There's a video here on the channel all about it. Look up how Dr. Stone probably saved my life.
Welcome back to the
Yeah.
25 Crunchyroll Anime Awards. We're live in
Yeah, it's going to
Tokyo
be a
and
trip.
streaming all
That's
over
going to
the
be
world to
a
anime fans
yeah.
everywhere. In fact,
No, have not watched that site.
there are more than 100
What's that one
countries
about?
around the globe watching right now. Everybody all around the world, thank you so much. It's really incredible.
Yeah, I have not.
I don't think I've
The
heard of
global
that.
scale of anime celebration continues.
It sounds
The next
kind of
artist
familiar, but
is
I
known
don't.
for her electrifying vocals and
I don't
chart-topping
remember.
hits. Her songs have become iconic anthems, resonating with fans worldwide. With her signature energy and passion,
A
she continues to push
drug
the
trip
boundaries
of a
J-rock
scene in
and
anime.
anime
Okay, well
music,
now I know like the
making her
age
one of
group
the
it's
most
for, but
celebrated artists in
what
the
is the
industry. Tonight, she's gracing
what is
us
the
with a once-in-a-lifetime performance of
general
some of the most
genre? Any
iconic
thoughts on watching
songs from the
Gundam
anime
series?
world.
So
Give it up for Lisa.
Brian is a big Gundam fan. I've seen a bunch of old Gundam, of course, as well as I'm trying to get to the music.
Okay.
As well as Wing. You know, I liked Wing growing up when it first hit Toonami back in the late 90s. Christine's not a mech person, though.
Yeah, Wing's great. Wing's also self-contained. You have the Endless Waltz film afterwards. I love all the UC stuff. I'm a Double O fan, and over the last couple of years, I might even say it might have become my favorite Gundam. I don't know. I need to do another rewatch. But Double O is, for me, peak.
I've heard Iron-Blooded Orphans is a good
That's
one.
good too. I think Double O is better, but no, Iron-Blooded Orphans is good. I know they got some new stuff in the last few years. I was a big fan of the Unicorn films, which all just tied into the UC stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, I like Gundam.
Yeah, Christine, we've tried. We've tried.
I mean, there's some things like the newer Voltron was good. We just didn't finish it.
I did.
That was good.
We didn't finish it. But yeah.
I liked how they took what made Voltron in the U.S., but took the Go Lion, like, actual, original story.
Also, Gurren
inspiration.
Lagann is also a must-watch.
Yeah, that one's good. I want to get Christine, and here's something we can do with the Patreon movies thing. The Evangelion movies.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think Christine would appreciate something a little bit more complete than the anime series itself. So maybe.
I still haven't watched the last one. I held off, and I just haven't.
Gundam Evangelion. What? You should check out Sonen Deska. It's about some girls being stranded on an island and having to survive, and one is an expert like Bear Grylls. It's funny and short.
Cool.
One season. That sounds kind of fun. Hathaway Flash. Someone's asking about Gundam Hathaway, Brian. Aced N Street. Did you watch Hathaway, Brian? Gundam Hathaway?
Oh no, I did not.
Okay.
I know it was on Netflix, and I just never got to it. I think they were supposed to make several films because that ties into Char's counterattack, the character Hathaway. But yeah, no, I just never got to it.
The show Scythe had mentioned, supernatural, mystery, chaotic, dark, gritty world. Season 2 is coming this year after like a 4-year break.
End of Evangelion is a life-changing movie for anyone who hasn't seen it. Watch the series and then watch that.
Okay.
Evangelion movies are good, but not as good as the series and End of Evangelion.
Yeah, End of.
Like I said, I think Christine would appreciate getting this story a little bit faster and more complete. There's issues with the series. We all know what they are, and I'm not taking anything away from it. And I know End solves some things, makes some things better. And I haven't seen those 4 movies myself. I just, knowing her, I think that's gonna be like the best approach.
Anything that I've ever heard about this, I have, I guess, deleted, just like over time. So this will be like super fresh.
Yeah. I'm tracking that they are a bit alternate, and like I said, it's not about her getting the best experience. It's just seeing if she's even into the because her and mech, like her favorite mech anime, Escaflowne, and
good
Vision of Escaflowne is actually really good. The 2016 Funimation English dub where they brought in Senku himself to do Vaughn. Because we only saw like the first English dub where it was all cut up and it was just this trash show that just didn't. People liked it, but I don't know why. When we finally got to see what the show really was, still with a dub cast, like it was really, really good.
I was happy we did that.
Yeah. Madoka Magica. We watched the original series years and years and years ago. Have not seen any of the sequel movie spin-offs. None of that. Excuse me. Shogun, the original or the remake? We did not finish the remake. I saw the original when I was a kid at some point, but I don't really remember it. It came out, the remake came out at like a just rough time for us on watching stuff. Season 2 for Beast Tamer. We did Beast Tamer reactions. Did you watch those? Asbu, I'm not sure. But if you didn't, they're here on the channel.
You did them?
Beast Tamer.
Oh, I didn't.
It's a Beast Tamer is not that big of a it's a power fantasy. It's like G-rated as all could be.
You have to step back, refocus, and come back even stronger.
One of the only people to react to Beast Tamer. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's completely.
Guess everyone slept on it.
Yeah, we were hoping that it would be a little bit more Konosuba-ish, but we stuck with it. It's fine. It's no game changer. It's a good palate cleanser. Like if you finished something really kind of like dark and crazy, it's good enough. Little power fantasy for a dude who can tame all sorts of beasts, including beast girls. That's where I thought it was going to get kind of Konosuba-ish, because it's like tame me, how if you can type deal. But it was way more tame than that even.
Anime has redefined fashion just like redefined storytelling. It's about stepping
Better to say probably one of the only English speakers to react to a couple other language reactors covered it as well. That's cool. Yeah, we did it as well. Combatants will be dispatched, made by the same author. I've heard that brought up a few times. Mob 100, that's been one that I've been interested in. Odd Taxi as well.
Yeah, Mob Psycho has interesting animation style.
Yeah. The Madoka Magica Rebellion movie is epic. Okay. And no, we have not started the Hunter x Hunter journey. 140 some odd episodes or 130 some odd episodes is
seen some.
I hear it's good.
And I'm a big Yu Yu Hakusho fan.
Yeah.
So.
I hear it's good.
If I tried it, I don't remember right now.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. How was that staying on you? So she has to hold it in place.
Nipplelight says Mob is peak. David says that they know we will love Mob. And then Asbu says watch Dark Gathering get that taste for dark humor, but with a Pokemon spin. Less gore for the sake of gore. Okay. Every now and then, like, Brian and I are both big horror movie fans. Christine's a horror movie fan as well. If you guys like horror movies, we've got two Film of the Year, guys. We've got 2 years of our 13 Days of Terror horror movie reviews. The third one will be out. The 13 days leading up to Halloween this year. Go check those out. Different types of reviews. They're shorter. First season included more than just the three of us. And then season 2 or part 2, whatever, year 2 is the 3 of us, and same with this upcoming year. Love. I'm not against gore porn in horror. Like, it can be fun, entertaining. I love the technical side of costumes and makeup and effects. Like I love that stuff. So sometimes that can be okay.
My Hero Academia. You're next.
Sinners. I don't know what that is.
Sinners, the vampire film, the Michael B. Jordan.
Oh no, I really want to see it. Oh, I have not seen it yet, but I have every
unfortunately
intention
didn't
of
get
seeing
to the theaters to see it. It's really hard to get to the theaters when you've got a kid.
I saw
especially
Nosferatu back in January.
I've been wanting to watch that.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
The Code White spy family movie was actually really good. Really enjoyed it. Mob Psycho 100 is 100% one of the best anime created out there. Won't give it a ranking, but the passion of the staff and story is honestly great.
Okay.
Look Back wins. There you go, Scythe and Alex. Nothing about it is bad, just great storytelling. That might be one we have to check out then. You know, it was a great movie. We did a review for it. I don't remember if it was on LRM YouTube channel or here on the Genreverse, but Brian picked it out. That Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop.
Yeah, that was good.
Great.
That was a great movie. You guys need
recommended that to so many people.
Yeah, you need a good, wholesome, just solid anime film. Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. It was phenomenal. Look Back is only 53 minutes. Nice. That's a quick watch. You know, guys, Shinkai is working on his next film.
Oh yeah.
Suzume, Weathering with You, Brian. Your name.
Yeah. Do we know anything about it? Or?
No, nothing about it. It's a Fujimoto adaptation from his one shots. That's cool. That's cool.
A lot of awards. Anime. So for Crunchyroll to
I recommended Weathering with You about a week ago to somebody.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. They were trying to break into some anime films, and they were like, "What's some good stuff?" And it's not just like Dragon Ball type, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "I got you." Weathering with You. I didn't say your name because I didn't want to shatter them, but
yeah.
I was like, "Tell me how you feel about Weathering with You, and then we'll go from there."
Can you handle the semi-sad?
Yeah.
I need to rewatch Suzume. We reviewed it. That review is here, if I'm not mistaken, on Genreverse.
Should be.
And it's good. Suzume's good. I like Suzume, but it was missing something. The car scene is probably the best scene there is in that movie. Like, best sequence, best scene. The animation is gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. It looks beautiful. But it was just missing something. And part of it I felt was soundtrack and songs. Like I said, the most memorable moment is them in that car scene. And that's playing other music.
It's like an older...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Anime of the year.
Anime of the year.
Free Ren. Free Ren. All right, guys, don't. If your stream is a little bit ahead of ours, don't start typing in the winner until we see it. Okay? let us see it. But yeah, Suzume was missing a little something. We want to, Brian. Maybe we should do reactions to it.
I get a lot of people telling me about it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all in on Free Ren.
All in on Free Ren of the year. Really am. Music, animation, direction, voice acting, writing, like just... It's a fun show.
Yeah.
Kaiju number 8's fun. Solo leveling's fun, but it is nowhere near an of the year. It's popular.
It is loved.
I know. This could be a sleeper right here. I know a lot of people are big on Apothecary Diaries.
It's that every time I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, I should watch that. I keep meaning to do that, and it just hasn't happened yet.
All right, here we go.
And the anime award goes to Solo Leveling.
You gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh my god.
You don't get me without that.
You gotta be kidding me. Guys, I love Solo. It's fun. It is not anime of the year. Oh my god, is it not?
I mean, it's super popular. It is loved, so I get it.
At least it wasn't Demon Slayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it is not. And guys, I love it. I love it.
It's really good, but yeah, not.
I've got the dagger up back there. Like I think it's a great look. Christine and I got these freaking little keychains. Like,
can you see mine? Right there.
Yeah,
there
we love Solo Leveling, but it is not anime of the year. It's like Avengers winning Oscar for Best Movie. Infinity War maybe, but
yeah,
not the first couple. Yeah, right.
That's great. And
guys.
accurate.
Thank you to the cast.
Demon Slayer, same thing.
Thank you very much.
Or a farming just one. That's upsetting. Gosh damn freaking 12-year-olds, take their internet away. That is.
Yeah, if you go to the mall where I live,
yeah,
it's Solo Leveling. It's very dominant. As far as merchandise.
I like it, but guys, come on. Can we all admit that Free Ren, at minimum, not saying that you think Free Ren should have won Delicious and Dungeon Apothecary, but can we all at least admit Free Ren was more deserving than Solo Leveling? Like, on all those levels I just mentioned, when you think of anime of the year, you're thinking of everything that is involved in it, from the voice acting to the direction to the animation, the artwork, character designs. In live action, you think of like sound design and cinematography and all of those things. So you start looking at these series all together. You think of writing. You think of everything. Solo Leveling is not on that level, man. I love it. It's fun, but it is not on that.
It's got a high grade, but yeah, not like number one.
Yeah. Like, I freaking love Die Hard. Die Hard's a phenomenal movie. It would never be in my competitions for best, for film of the year, You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Solo Leveling is Die Hard. It is a incredibly well written and executed action fest, and I like it.
Best Christmas movie ever.
Shut up. Die Hard
I guess
is not.
Freerin didn't farm enough.
Yeah.
Freerin did not. She was busy holding it in so she could fool them demons.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, Mew, it's fan voted. It is, and I don't want to necessarily say that they should stop it, because you look at the Oscars and how the Oscars are with their situation. And Christine, your chair, it's my cropping. It's not your fault. But now that this is over, there you go.
Okay.
The Oscars, the way that they do it for them and the Academy and their votes is equally as bad. Like, there's some really bad. I think maybe they should stop allowing unlimited voting.
Yeah.
I don't know that you could actually defeat voting bots or anything like that, but unlimited voting should go away. The damn freaking kids and their non-job having selves being able to just click on the same damn show every day. I'm upset.
I think another part of this for me is like solo leveling. If you're like a hardcore, oh, I'm really into like anime stuff,
Yeah.
I would say yes, solo leveling is your thing. But Frieren is the thing I would recommend to anybody, even if you're not into anime.
Absolutely.
It's one of those that I think reaches multiple different kinds of demographics as far as who might appreciate it. So
checks more boxes on a lot of things.
Vinland Saga, in a way, similar.
True. Yeah, I agree.
I've recommended Vinland Saga to some people, saying, "Hey, you know, this is not anime like you're thinking. If you approach this as a fictional historical drama, you know, where it's based on some real history, but it's still fictional. This is what you should watch." Frieren, Alex said they would show Frieren to their mother. Sappy says this is Vinland getting snubbed like last time. Boss Baby won an Oscar over A Silent Voice. This is
Boss Baby. I like Boss Baby
on the Oscars thing. They're going to force the Academy. The Academy was already supposed to watch things, and they've already admitted that on the screeners. They just put them on and walk out the room. They don't have to. There's no way to really get the level of integrity that we all wish the system had. Sappy, are you saying Orb's going to get snubbed next year? That is a show, guys. Orb on the movements of Earth. That is one we are going to watch and react to. I can't say when because I don't know. But keep your guys' eyes open for that. Summer is going to be super packed with summer stuff, and getting in back catalog things are going to be a little bit more difficult during summer, but we'll be working on it in the background. So ReZero is going to be like the primary continuing back catalog thing, with Grand Blue hitting in a month or two. And then we've also got like Tanya that we're going to be doing. And then Orb, I think, is the next one I want to record, the three of us, after we get through Tanya. So keep an eye out for all of that. Solo Leveling is a Crunchyroll exclusive. Yes, I know. I'm not sure if we could really say they were going to push it. Look, I'll constantly put out Cyberpunk Netflix series one anime of the year. So It is possible. It is possible. Rose.
Like I said, if you go to the local mall, I work with kids.
Yeah.
Solo Leveling is their jam. They love it.
Giguk is a traitor for not name dropping it when he was asked about most underrated anime in the pre-show. Oh, okay. Yeah, we were busy getting ready for this show during the pre-show. Next year, guys, we'll be there for the pre-show. I did not expect them to do that many awards. Yeah. I wish. I know it's anime. I know it's Japanese. I know, but I wish they'd put it in, like, at least California. This is rough on us, man. We're old. Giga did a whole video about Orb being a generational anime, but didn't say anything during the pre-show. That sucks. I don't think I watched his video on Orb because, or maybe I didn't even see it, but I wouldn't watch it because I knew we would be doing some reactions to it. Yeah. I like his, out of those guys, out of the Trash Taste guys, I like Connor when he's with Chris Broad. I like their Wacky Weekend videos, and anytime they do travel stuff together. I like Connor's like Crane Games with other YouTubers and creators. But that's about it. I don't really get into any of his live streams or gaming videos or anything. Gart's stuff on anime, like his regular anime, his seasonal recaps are fun. The deep dives into things that he's really passionate about are really fun. I like his comedy sense, but outside of that, again, I don't watch any of his streams, any of the other type of content. Joey, I really don't watch much unless he is also with Chris. But I also don't see a lot of things pop up much anymore either. So
yeah,
I don't know why I went into what I watch and don't watch.
Oh, sorry,
whatever.
I'm reading the chat. So I guess you guys are in shambles over anime of the year, like most others.
Yeah, we're
It's
pretty
like, yeah.
we're pretty upset about it. And we like Solo Level. Well, Christine and I have seen it. Big fans. Not anime of the year. The Avengers comments is a great one. There are a couple of Marvel movies you could argue should have been up for some big awards. You think of the Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think Infinity War. I still think Marvel was robbed of the VFX with Thanos. I think that easily could have won. That was the year Ready Player One should have won, and it didn't. They gave it to First Man, the freaking Apollo 11 movie. And it's like, look, man, this is not no groundbreaking visual effects. This has existed for years. It just looks cleaner because of better quality cameras. There was nothing groundbreaking, nothing unique, nothing. And if you even if you've never seen Ready Player One, I highly suggest go to a used bookstore, used media store or something, pick up a copy if you can find it, or just find the extras, like the making of, because the making of Ready Player One is phenomenal. Like just everything that went into it, it's great. Some crazy picks with stuff like that. Show us your bank account statements, Crunchyroll. The next awards are Game Awards. Have you seen Live, Die, Repeat, something tomorrow?
I have.
Brian, what'd you think of it?
Great film. I would highly recommend it. Yeah.
Yasser says he's happy that Solo Leveling won. Just don't think these awards should be taken seriously, no matter whatever wins. Relatively, I think people don't take them all that serious, even in the industry. But like in Hollywood, whether that's movies or television, these awards matter. Like people's careers go places or crash because of winning or not winning awards. Like the accolades matter. I don't know how much anime award winner matters in the realm of anime in Japan, but here those things they matter. It sucks. I'm not saying it should, especially when the Academy is the way that it is, but they do matter.
They negotiate deals based on winners. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As it's sad when the Oscars have more credibility than Crunchyroll Awards in terms of voting. Edge of Tomorrow is so good, it's underrated. A little.
It is. You never saw
as
that?
an adaptation? No, because I'm just, dude.
You would like it.
Cruise is just one of those where I'm just like, I've seen so many meh that him being in something is not necessarily a deal breaker, but it does not give me.
It doesn't draw you to the theater.
I honestly, I think both of you would enjoy it.
Okay.
Because I'm being serious.
Yeah.
It's a great self-contained, fun sci-fi story.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it, so y'all would enjoy it.
And he doesn't ruin it, like his.
He does,
because you know how he can do that sometimes, right?
Even if you watched a trailer, it's different than the trailer. If that makes sense. Like the story really goes places and does things that it doesn't even promote when they were promoting the film. It's really solid.
Okay.
One of my favorite Cruise films, believe it or not, is his and Spielberg's War of the Worlds. I think that's a great adaptation.
It's not one I want to touch on often because it's just
pretty dark.
Yeah, but it was good.
Yeah. I really like that one. Emily Blunt is in it. Yep, and she's a really good actress. Yep. Can I just say how happy I am that those fan castings for Fantastic Four didn't happen? Because wasn't she one of the ones they wanted as a Invisible Woman, and they wanted Krasinski as Reed, which I thought making him Reed in Doctor Strange 2 was a complete mistake, so stupid, to just let Reddit cast someone was one of the most dumb things Feige's ever done.
I didn't mind that as much as I minded how he went out.
Oh yeah.
But hey.
Namdi said they honestly expected. I was talking about Doctor Strange this time.
Yeah.
It's on your brain, Kyle.
But only really cared about the best Isekai category. Wait, now that I come back to it, how did Ninja Kami win anything? But the thing was, it cheapened the movie in my mind, Thomas, a bit by having that type of fan casting cameo. There was those rumors about having Tom Cruise be an Iron Man variant, and I don't remember if I said it, but I definitely thought it. I think I said it back on the Daily Cog at the time, that if Tom Cruise Iron Man is in this movie, I will walk out, and I would have straight walked out. Yeah. So summer, let's take a look real quick and see what we got going on with summer anime, and give the audience a bit of an idea of what we will be covering and what will be. It had nothing but fan service. So we are looking for summer. And we'll talk about what we'll be covering that will go on YouTube, and also stuff that will definitely be on the Patreon regardless. But only a few of these are going to be able to make it, because look, right off the bat, Dress Up Darling, Christine and I in. Dawn to Dawn Season 2, all three of us in. Kaiju number 8, Christine and I in. So that's 3. Call of the Night Season 2, that's all 3 of us. Rising of Shield Hero, no. Some of these new ones. Look, guys, Bunny Girl Senpai, Christine and I need to see the movies. Brian needs to see all of it.
Yeah.
About that.
So we're not going to be doing reactions to that yet, but eventually I hope to get you guys some Bunny Girl Senpai stuff online. Sakamoto Days, we still need to finish season 1. Grand Blue season 2 we'll be doing. Dr. Stone season 4 part 2 we will be doing. Brian's gonna cram all of Rent a Girlfriend.
Shit.
I'm kidding. Couple of Cuckoos, Christine and I, we are in for that.
Yeah.
The Bunny Girl one, how many episodes is that?
Guys, first season's 12 or 13 if I'm not mistaken, but then there's like movies that we all have to see. Okay. The movies are important going forward.
It's all on Crunchyroll?
Just the first season is. Movies, we'll have to figure that out. Good morning, Lucas. So those are all the sequel seasons that we know for certain that we are going to be doing. Christine and I and Brian. Brian will be filled with the recording we've already got with Grand Blue. Dr. Stone.
Asboo, yes.
And
being an alcoholic is less painful than watching Rent a Girlfriend.
The first 2 seasons were fun. 3 was okay. I don't even remember finishing it. But so what I will guarantee for you guys that will be on YouTube 100% is going to be Call of the Night, Dawn to Dawn, and Dr. Stone. Okay, those 3. 100% guarantee going up as they air, unless those are all like on the same day. Then there's going to need to be some, play, because can only edit like 2 episodes a day between the 2 of us. Sometimes I can do a couple of extra, but there will be another couple. I don't want all of the ones on YouTube to be sequels. So we're going to look at some of these other new or originals, and we'll get back to you guys. Recommendations, drop them either in our Discord, which is free for anyone to join. There is a special room and stuff on if you're part of the Patreon. But drop us some recommendations for non-sequel season stuff during the summer. Hopefully get, like I said, I'm hoping 4 or 5 that will go on YouTube during the season. Everything that is seasonal that we're covering, so all like 8, 9, 10 even, that we will be recording will go up on the Patreon, guys, and will be available for level 2 and 3. All of our seasonal stuff, as we record them, doing the mostly uncut videos is fairly easy. I can usually do like 4 or 5 of those in a day, if that's my only focus. So they'll go up there, and then whatever we don't put on YouTube during the season will eventually make it. So there's a good reason to be on level 2 is that. But yeah, let us know some recommendations. Rent a Girlfriend is fun. I don't care what everyone says. It don't hurt as much as these awards. I agree. Nipple Lights, Arc Knights anime. Have not seen it at all. What do we think of ReZero so far, JJ? Christine and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, but it's so sad.
Yeah, it gets sad. It gets rough.
It's really good.
But it is really, really good. Our son has enjoyed most of it.
Absolutely not. Get down.
Sarah, get down. You okay?
Yeah. Naughty cat.
Lucas has watched through the OVA, and then we told him he could watch, I think, episode 7, where Subaru goes makes an ass of himself at the castle. But man, the episodes after that, like, some of that's really rough, and I'm not quite sure we want him experiencing that right now.
The emotions of whatever he watches affects him.
Yeah.
So, like, that one is like, I don't want to make my kid sad.
Yeah, that can be really, really rough for him. The Grand Blue reactions, like I said, Brian and I, this upcoming week, because it's so hard for us old men to record more than 2 episodes in a night. Brian has to work. We have a son. We're old. We're both over 40 now. We're going to record some of those during the daytime. So some of the antics you see in the first 4 episodes might not be on some of those other.
You're going to get sober, Brian, for the morning episodes.
I, on the other hand, am well over the age of 21. Should wait until 25 and live in a state where it's legal to wake and bake, and I most definitely will.
Live vicariously through you.
There you go, Brian. Watch Mob Psycho with him instead. Well, I'm thinking all 3 of us would get into Mob Psycho. Okay. Oh no, you mean with Lucas? Okay, I see what
okay.
Thomas is saying. ReZero is not as so far. Season 1, I think, is less dark and less demented than JJK. And there's kids in my son's school. Christine and I did a career day event, and there was kids in there talking about JJK. And I'm like, JJK season 2 for 4th graders? No, no.
Well, they're watching it.
Oh, I know they are, and it's not me saying like it's impossible for any of them to do it, but I was watching worse. The horror movie stuff, like my dive into horror started at like 7, 8, 9 years old. I mean, I was seeing all of the classics between Freddy and Jason and Michael and Halloween, Friday the 13th Nightmare.
We're the same.
Army of Darkness, freaking Evil Dead, The Exorcist. I saw The Exorcist when I was like 8 or 9 years old. But Lucas is also different. Lucas is like Christine said, he's easily affected by the environment and what he views. So I got a question, chat. We got 26 people in chat. Let me know. I want to show Lucas Full Metal Alchemist. Now, he again he's 11. His attention span is that of not the greatest 11-year-old with an attention span these days. I think that the original, the 03, not saying it's better. I like them both for different reasons. I think 03 is solid, and I think Brotherhood is freaking amazing. But I think 03 is more easily digestible. I think that it's easier to there's a lot more telling than just showing. And that's not always a good thing for anime, but I feel like it's easier to digest versus Brotherhood. And I also feel like it would be more entertaining for him than Brotherhood. But what do you guys think? We want to show Lucas Full Metal 03 or Brotherhood. But the darkness that's there isn't as bad as stuff like ReZero or JJK.
Yeah, we still want to like skip over Nina and
You don't want him to see the fusion dance?
No, absolutely not.
Brotherhood is darker, but a masterpiece. What do you guys think though? First anime was Ava at age 8. Okay. Lucas has seen a bunch of Frieren. He likes Frieren. 03 has more gore, needs a movie to finish up that has some messed up moments. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even care for the movie. I thought it was fine to just have them separate like that. I know some people were like, "Oh, that's such a dark moment. You separate the brothers and stuff." And I mentioned, maybe it's the army brat in me, but the idea of being separated, it sucks, but that's just life.
I mean, I love 03, but there's some hard hitting stuff.
Yeah.
You think worse than some of the stuff in Brotherhood?
I mean,
some of the stuff like that's talked about, like Brotherhood kind of like just moved past it because we'd already seen it.
This is true.
So there is some things, but then I guess it just depends on what.
I guess because Brotherhood has a few more child characters dealing with stuff involved in more, and the war aspect, like the actual militaristic aspects in Brotherhood, seemed a lot more intense in my mind. And again, on the attention span aspect and the digestibility, it's not just the darkness. It's not just topics. It's, like I said, that's been one of my biggest concerns is whether or not he'll actually get enough of it. And I just felt like 03 was easier to take in.
Maybe just pick like some episodes for each.
Maybe.
And have him enjoy.
James says, when in doubt, show them Shikanoko.
Just lock him in a room with Berserk and just turn it on.
No, Brian, stop. Stop. Brian out here trying to cause issues.
Death Note at the age of 13.
That was your first manga? Okay. Seems age appropriate. Like legitimately. I mean, teenagers into Death Note. Ed and Al 03 shows the whole body. Again, it's not like Lucas plays games like Team Fortress 2 where body parts go all over the place. He's watched Alien. Lucas likes...
Okay. So he saw the first Alien.
Yeah, Lucas has seen the first Alien movie. Lucas has seen Mars Attacks. Like, for us, gore with him is very dependent. Like, what are they showing? How realistic? Like, we wouldn't necessarily... I don't want him watching, like, the beach invasion of Saving Private Ryan right now.
Oh, yeah.
But... something fantastical, especially something animated, it's a bit different. It's easier.
My only thing with the 03 going, I don't even think it's the graphic stuff. Some of the emotional stuff hits pretty hard.
Yeah.
I just don't know how he would react. Yeah. I don't know.
I think maybe the stuff with Nina, of course, is pretty rough, but that's on both. Having an older sister was evil. She showed me Elfen Lied when you were 10. Oh my God. Okay. To be fair, when I was like 11-ish, I saw Ninja Scroll, so not exactly the same.
Elfen Lied at 10?
Not
I saw that in my 30s and it traumatized me.
But I'm talking about, seeing inappropriate things,
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Man, I was just a
great
weak,
anime.
I was a weak kid then. Because like my mom took me and my brother to see
wow, Thomas, that's crazy.
I can't. Bruce Willis. what is wrong with me? It came out in theaters. The I See Dead People. What is,
Sixth Sense.
Thank you. It's killing me. She took me to see that in theaters. I was sensitive anyway. I'm in a cold theater. I get in the car and I'm still cold. And Freak on a Leash plays on the radio, and that song still affects me because I'm just this weak kid, I guess. And it's like, it's still like, I don't know. Like, I was sensitive. Some of y'all, like what y'all are watching when you're younger, like, gosh, y'all so much stronger than me.
Does it not
But seeing that
explain
film
everything?
heightened all your senses, so everything that happened that day, including the song you heard, stuck with you. So
yeah.
When we're reacting to original Sailor Moon, the new English dub in that Crystal or Sailor Moon S or something, isn't there a relatively new series that is like a retelling of the original?
I wouldn't be against watching it.
I used to watch the old American or English dub that came on TV, like getting ready for school, because
me too.
It was on before or after something that I really watched, but I could watch Sailor Moon. Kids were built differently back then. We were traumatized by the return, the slab dude from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Good point.
Yeah.
Love Courage the Cowardly Dog.
There is a bit of that. I mean, kids do get in some ways protected from some things. We look at Star Wars. I'm big on bringing up Star Wars and how immature and how childlike it's become, and that's because of the people that really grew up with the Clone Wars cartoon and Rebels, thinking that is Star Wars, when Star Wars really was 4, 5, and 6, and you didn't really get anything too childish until the Ewoks showed up in 6. But Brian, Christine, and I grew up in a generation of mostly boys here. Christine not as much playing with these, but some girls did, where all of the rated R action flicks that we weren't allowed to watch all had toy lines and cartoons.
Yeah.
Like there was a RoboCop cartoon. Like Alien and Predator toys were a huge freaking thing in the 90s.
Toxic Avenger.
The Toxic Avenger had a cartoon. That's a trauma movie, guys. Trauma. Like, that is not cool for kids. I mean, I saw it as a kid, of course. And today, though, we balk at any idea of gore, violence, darkness, and whatnot. Yeah, and you don't. It's just like Ghostbusters is another one. Like the new Ghostbuster movies all have the kids involved. Brian and I wanted to be Ghostbusters without having kids in the movie. It was just a bunch of old dudes. It was the idea of busting ghosts with the proton pack. I didn't give a crap who was freaking wearing it. I didn't need some 10-year-old kid running around able to capture a ghost when these fully grown dudes struggled with it. Like I didn't need that to enjoy it. So I don't know why we insist on people need kids and anything and everything for it to be family friendly or all
Another
ages.
Cheers. I grew up on animated Batman, Superman, guns, blood, makeout sessions, and cheating drama. Loved it. Cheers.
Definitely
Batman. There's a reason why Harley holds a special place in many men's hearts. She may have been their first awakening.
I still can't get over the elfin light at 10.
That's pretty rough.
That's wild.
That's pretty rough. Yeah. We need to, I don't mind coming back for a bit more, guys, but I definitely need a quick bathroom break, and we got to get our son set up for the morning. I don't know if Christine will return, but Brian, you down to come back for a bit more?
Got to be up in a couple hours anyway, so I'm here, dude.
Okay. So guys,
if y'all want to chat, y'all want to hang out.
Didn't we all watch that at 10? No. I'm going to hit the break video, and a couple of us will be back 10 minutes or less. So I hope you stick around. We're not done. We'll be back. Alrighty. Alright, we're back. Break over. 5 minutes. Not too bad. Kyle, Brian, Christine has dipped out. It's early. I don't blame her. We're gonna do Sunday school. She's too tired to do service, she says, which is cool because we can watch it online. Or no, we can't, because our church is doing a bunch of renovations. Anyways, anime awards, guys. Sung Jinu in the house, celebrating Solo Leveling's Anime of the Year win. Namdi,
Not my pick, but cheers.
Yeah, exactly. It is morning for us.
The sun's coming up.
Yeah, yeah. He's abandoning us. Panic, riot. No, don't riot. Panicking is okay. Don't riot, though. Yeah. Anime Awards 2025, our third year in a row covering them. A little bit messier this year for us with the whole missing the pre-show, but man, starting streams at 3:45 a.m. is rough. We did that the first year, but I don't remember 100%, but it seemed like the first couple of years, the pre-show really wasn't all filled with that many important awards. I don't remember.
It felt a little shorter this year, I believe. The actual main show, like they dumped a lot of stuff in the pre-show.
Yeah, and I mean, even though the Emmys and the Oscars do that as well, but it's usually like a lot of technical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing with like best of is written in it. I'm trying to look through the rest of the summer anime that's coming up, and I'm not sure what originals, or not necessarily like anime original, but like new stuff we're doing. Because I know we need to see the actual like release dates on some of these to figure out what you're gonna do. Not coming back?
Yeah.
I got all excited. You made me all happy. Now I'm all here. I got to deal with this guy. I got to deal with Brian alone?
Yes.
So depending on the schedules, but I assume you're most definitely wanting Dawn to Dawn and Dr. Stone.
Yeah, of course.
And
Dr. Stone priority.
Call of the Night.
100%.
Those three. And then, like I said, I think Christine and I will definitely do Dress Up Darling on YouTube as well. And one more. 5 is probably going to be the limit that we can edit concurrently and release at the same time. And I want one of those to be something new.
So Dress Up Darling, I saw a lot of that in the chat. Is that something you like? Or
yeah, man, it's a nice slice of life romance anime about the main male character makes these traditional Japanese dolls. Like that's his jam. His grandfather did it. I don't remember if it was the dad as well, but I think it's the grandfather and him. They both really this is their thing, and he's got a lot of skills that come with it, from painting, makeup, faces, and things like that, to the clothing that he makes for the dolls. And Marin, this girl that is into cosplay, discovers this and is like, well, why don't you make my dresses? Because he sees her like in one of the dresses she makes, and it's okay, but it's not all that great, and he does a better job. So it's just kind of their blossoming romance, and it's done real well. It's fun. It is. It's legitimately a good series. Super excited about season 2. Lots of jiggly stuff. Some fan servicey moments, of course. But yeah, it's good. I more than anything, Brian, if I were going to encourage you to cram some stuff in during this like lull we have in spring, Kaiju number 8, I think you'd really like. I think you'd really like that. And I can't recommend Bunny Girl Senpai enough. I can't. It is something that you should really watch. I've mentioned it before, like because you're a brother, you have a younger sister. There is some anime stuff that goes on in this, but not to the extent. You do have a incredibly devoted brother who's trying to help his younger sister through some very like tough crap. It's so good. And then it's not even like that's not even the gist of it in season 1. It's these little arcs of mysteries and solving this slightly science fiction, slightly fantastical element going on. The first 3 episodes of Bunny Girl Senpai are so perfectly contained of a story that I thought it was an OVA. Like I thought that was going to be it. Like the 3rd episode ends and I'm like, wow.
I think you told me to watch the first 3.
Yeah. I was like, wow, there's no way there's anything else. That was a complete beginning, middle, and end story. And then no, it continues on and keeps doing really, really good stuff. But we need to see the movies as well.
Have you watched, somebody has highly recommended to me, Noragami.
Have not watched it.
Has if anybody still watch chat, Noragami, is it where I heard it was great? This person was like, they're getting a tattoo related to it. They're that into it.
Is that the one that Christine watched?
I've not seen anything of it. I haven't even seen a trailer, so I don't know anything about it, but they were telling me it was a life-changing anime and that they were wanting a tattoo.
I think Christine watched this one. Doesn't it have chat? Anyone out there? Noragami. It had the oral cigarettes opening, right? Or is that a different one that I'm thinking of? Maybe she didn't. Christine watched something dealing with like gods or deities.
I think it is gods.
They needed some sort of anchor or something like that. Okay, so Alex says you know the OP that I'm talking about. So yes, it is. Okay, all right. So Christine, I think, has seen this one then, and she seemed to like it well enough. But I didn't get to watch it. Demon Slayer really proved that One Piece is not real. Okay. It is insane the amount of love Demon Slayer is getting and taking and just dominating everything. Has Demon Slayer become one of the new big 3, Brian?
Ooh, yeah. I think so.
What does it replace? Bleach?
As of tonight,
Naruto?
Yeah. Based on this award, it replaced Bleach.
Damn. Harsh.
I mean...
You're not lying.
I'm not lying. Yeah. I mean, Bleach has its hardcore fan base, but I mean, tonight just showed, even though Bleach is supposedly putting out some of its, most amazing content,
yeah,
that they're not being recognized.
Everyone say hello to Kione. Can you look at the camera some? There you go. Hi. Hers is a pretty orange girl. And now you guys can look at her butt. Demon Slayer equals Bleach, JJK equals Naruto in a new big 3. Top box office series with popularity contests. I guess top box office series win popularity contests. Call me baffled. Yeah, I know, right?
Demon Slayer and JJK are definitely at the top.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's any real debate about that. Dragon Ball still's doing its thing, and anything they put out still does well. So,
did you watch any of Daima?
I still haven't watched any.
You should watch some Daima.
I heard it did well, and I know a lot of people that enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I think it did a good job. I was talking to one of our Discord members, Neon Blade, and free Discord's down, linked below, guys. Join. And we were talking about like how Daima was kind of like a good like foot on the Z and Super side and a foot on the OG side. And I stand by that for the most part. I think they tried to really find that balance of an old-fashioned, semi-focused Goku and small party story, while having to deal with what people expect from Dragon Ball franchise these days, which is lots of action, bigger cast, more characters, as many transformations as you can possibly fit in. I think it balanced.
Berserk is definitely in my big three. I'm not going to pull it out, but I do have a Berserk tattoo.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Indeed he does. Mine are, I've only got the one anime one. No, I've got my Dr. Stone one, which I got this past year, last year, which is basically the Science Kingdom of Science flag, but as all stone. As if it's, breaking out of stone on my skin, and then the nitric acid chemical chain is etched into the stone. And then I got my FLCL, basically like half sleeve here. That's easy to show. I can do that one here, sort of. Camera's not the best, but there it is. Yep, and then my Star Wars and Spider-Man Newfound Glory, and then let's see, my Ghostbusters, which is one of my favorites that I design. I don't draw them. I like lay them out in really crappy drawings and then give my artist a like reference drawings, and it's hard to show the Turtles one because where it's at on the arm. But yeah, there's my Ninja Turtles.
My favorite of yours you can't show because it's on your leg.
Which one? The Toneberry?
Toneberry.
Oh, my Toneberry is awesome. I can show my legs.
I'll say,
that's my
stretch?
No, not really. Hold on. I got this. Hold on. I got this. Oh, old man Kyle. Hold on. Here, ruining illusions. Camera's moving. Something. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Not speaking.
You just made me dizzy.
I know something Christine and I haven't mentioned too much, but like I've started taking stuff off of the walls here. We're going to be redoing the studio, but there's my Cactar. And then
yeah, that one's cool too.
My figure out how to work camera, Kyle. My Chocobo with a Moogle mage riding him. Oh man, it is really hard to. There we go.
Can you get?
And then over here we have my bombs, which I love my bombs. There's another bomb right there. And then the Toneberry, which is a pretty cool
awesome
guy.
I just love the way it's the shading with the light.
Yeah.
That's really well done.
Danny did a really good job with that. This freaking part right here, the knife across the shin, and this bomb, and then the beak. But the worst part, it's really hard to get to, the palm. Like the palm on the top of the Moogle's head is like right at the back of the knee, and that is.
Let me show one of mine. I've got a few. So yes, my guts tattoo.
Yep, there you go.
There he is. And any prog metal fans out there, I've got a Dream Theater tattoo.
Good stuff.
And I do have one on my leg, but I am not doing what Kyle just did. So it's maybe in another video.
Whoops. I don't know what fell over my phone. All right, so now that we're done showing off tattoos and stuff like that, see. Hi, Saris. I almost had both cats in here for a minute. What else do we have here? Popularity contest. Don free ring clears. Yeah, said cool on the tattoos. Appreciate it. Any of you
Rent a girlfriend sleeve. Okay.
read The Climber? No, have not. Excuse me. Demon Slayer, best continuing series and best animation. Yeah, that was pretty funny. We lost all the people from showing my tattoos. I'm sorry. Lex should get a rent a girlfriend sleeve. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening.
Get a chess piece.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, alrighty then. Well, sometimes in the studio, it'll say that you've got no one watching, but you still do, and I don't know if we actually do not.
Mine
anymore.
says you still have 24 watching.
Oh wow. Okay, maybe there is an issue with the.
So I don't know
the studio thing. Yeah, it's weird how to tell, but sorry if my tattoos drove everyone away. I thought it was cool to share them. Every show either had season or core, but not solo. Rigged. It was on purpose. Yeah, there's 24. Okay, cool. We still got.
Yeah, same. We still have over 20.
We still got people. Good. Thanks. Yay! Thank you for staying and not running away. I can't show my Dr. Stone one. That's back here on the back shoulder, but I'm happy with that. I'm going to get cracks added going down the arms, like the cracks that the characters have. So I'm excited about that one day. But yeah, we've got all that going on. I don't know. Sit up. I really don't know. Solo leveling was great. And I'm not sure what you're talking about adding. Every show either had season or core, but not solo. You mean like denoting which one it was? That was for solo leveling season 1, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because that would have been within the cutoff. They didn't indicate the season. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, it's season 1 because of the cutoff. Demon Slayer beats everything these days. It's the new Attack on Titan. Thankfully it's ending with these 3 movies coming out this year and next year, right? There's like 1 this year and 2 next year or something.
Now, are these just recaps or are they actually continuing?
These are like wrapping up the story. Okay. Like this is the final season in movie format. You know a movie you still needed to watch?
Yes. I really do.
Breaking my heart, Brian. I have no one to talk about with that because
maybe we can react.
Just really doesn't care. I mean, we could.
One day we can react.
Do you really want to watch that movie on a tiny freaking screen, though?
No.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a good point.
Exactly. We're talking Gridman Universe, a movie we had to wait a long, long time for it to be officially released here in the States, and then once it was, Brian's like, I can wait more.
That's what happened with Evangelion. That last film finally came out, and I still haven't watched it.
Just took too long.
It took so long, and I had waited so many years, and then it finally came out, and I was just like, okay, I'll get to it. And that happens. That happens a lot in the modern streaming world, where sometimes content, you're waiting for it so long, and when it drops, it's there. I was like, I can click on it any time. So
that's a good point, Alex. Or sit up, sorry. Alex talking about original anime award was a troll. Nobody likes Ninja Kami. Sit up said that they could have, since they didn't add season 1, they shouldn't have added season notes to the others. One Piece clears Demon Slayer in every way, and I'm only on episode 90. I'm really curious as to how the One Piece remake will be, the reboot. Wit is doing it, right? It's Wit? Yeah, I believe Studio Wit's doing it. I've read a handful of chapters of the One Piece manga. I've watched a dozen or so episodes if I recall correctly, which I don't always. So if you find me somewhere in the past saying less than a dozen or so, go with that number, because my memory gets worse as time goes on. And I saw the first few episodes of the live action. I think One Piece works best as a manga. I think the current anime is a daunting task to ask anyone new to get into. Not saying that they can't or shouldn't, but it's daunting. And if I were to recommend One Piece to someone who had never seen any of it, I'd probably, and they weren't interested in reading it, I'd probably actually recommend that live action series before I'd recommend the current anime. I'm wondering how Wit will do with it. I really am. Alex said they wanted to watch the final Ava movie in cinema, but here in Germany it was direct launch to Amazon Prime.
Pretty much same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the States.
I know that I saw, I think I even wrote about it on LRM, but I don't remember 100%. The Chainsaw Man movie is supposed to make it here this year. I think it already had a release date. Let me see. I might be talking out my ass. That does happen sometimes.
I do occasionally. Anime films do play in my city, so if that one does, I truly might make an effort to go see it.
As of right now, the Rize arc is set to be in the U.S. Our image is covering it, but October 29th of this year. Obviously, we can't do reactions from the theaters again.
Yeah.
Night vision cameras. Brian, you got to fly out here. No, I'm joking. But definitely do some reviews. As a matter of fact, quite often, not all the time, Crunchyroll will send screeners. So there's a possibility that we'll be able to watch it from the comfort of our own homes. Alex, if I'm not mistaken, you mentioned a long time ago that this movie would be different. It might not have the same artist, or it's gonna lack in art. What was it? You that had concerns or discussed something about this movie, this Chainsaw Man movie coming up. Vinland anime back. I can't wait to see what season 3 holds. I really can't. That was a trip, man. Season 2 is something that'll stick with you for life.
It hits hard, but it's like you said, it's like I can't stop. Yeah. So whatever comes out, I have to watch. I have to follow it through.
Yep, I agree. I hope the Chainsaw Man movie is good. I can't wait for more of that anime as well. I can't wait for more Freerun. There's so much coming out. Oh, Shinoko. What kind of sucks right now is being like this summer season, all of those sequel series. There's just not enough time in the world when you can just watch, you can watch a lot. But when watching is part of work and you got to put some of it on camera, it becomes more difficult.
Yeah, and I have a busy summer typically, so
yeah. Yep. We have our own son who will be out of school for the summer, We are, like I mentioned, redoing the studio here over the next couple of months. There will actually be a point where all of that will be out of the room, and Christine and I will be in front of a green screen. I took a big picture of the background, though, so I'm going to build out of PVC pipe. I have a bunch of excess PVC pipe, and I'm going to build kind of like a frame to hang the green screen over. So it's real portable. And we'll do that. And once we have that set up, recording will hopefully be a bit easier. I haven't figured out all the camera angles and setup yet, but the goal is to be able to just, instead of having to move the chairs, move the screens and the cameras and get everything set up for every single recording session and then taking it all apart. The goal is to have to either move just the chairs from one position to another, or just the camera, but have it to where it can be easily put up in the same spot. The goal is to move just, like as little as possible. Our mics are actually going to be attached to the chairs eventually, and that'll allow us to record a little bit more, because instead of there being setup and teardown time, we should be able to just turn things on, sit down and go at it. Different director, still the same philosophy, slice of life parts. I think that maybe that's what you were saying. It was just going to be a very different style, a different kind of movie. Not the action stuff we came to expect during season 1. Although some of those slice of life moments were some of the best. Aki getting ready in the morning, that was great. I still love Chainsaw Man in headphones because of the sound design and all the little effects and sounds that they're actually using. You lose some of that in speakers, and you can hear it real well in headphones. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, yeah, the studio backup. So eventually it's going to have these shelves down the middle. There's going to be a like a stand in between these chairs where the cat TV bed thing can stay. It'll be all of my figures and stuff in the background, not mostly just anime. And I'm actually going to put my couple of my bass guitars and the keyblades up on the wall as well. So that'll be kind of cool. But that's all in advance. But hopefully, like I said, we'll be able to record more. And hopefully one day, like I said, get additional editing assistance. My cats are playing. Get additional editing assistance. And Christine's, doing more and more. Hopefully she can get to where she can do one a day, 5 days a week. I can do one a day, five days a week. That's not too bad. Mostly uncut stuff is really relatively easy and quick to do, especially if we don't get any interruptions. Where it gets difficult is if one of us makes a joke, or especially Christine and I, sometimes we're a married couple, we have a kid, we've obviously done the horizontal tango, and sometimes we'll make jokes or comments that are fun for her and I to joke about in private, but we don't necessarily want out there. So that's why what we mean by like mostly uncut is getting rid of interruptions or moments like that. You don't think it'll expand much on the manga material? For the slice of life parts, the main focus will be most likely the action. Okay. So I don't know what, I guess you were just, or I guess I'm just mixing up things in my head that there was something about this to be concerned about or worried about. Riza. Hey, come here. Say hi. The dog Riza. A Full Metal Alchemist inspiration. All of our animals have anime names. Riza Hawkeye, Saris Victoria, and Kione Makibi. Yes. Hi. It's not time. They think it's time to eat. It's almost time to eat. Trying to think. Anything else? Chat. Anything else you guys wanted to know? Running out of things to actually talk about, and we'll have to wrap it up soon so I can get breakfast and stuff and go to church like all good boys and girls do. But yeah, anything else you guys want to know, throw it up in the chat real quick, and Brian and I will say what we can. You were worried, but those worries are gone in a way. That's good. Happy to hear. I think it was great to see Frieren win a few things. I think it was awful to see Frieren not win a few things. Overall, while Demon Slayer took things that I wish it didn't, same with solo leveling, it wasn't as infuriating as the first year we did this, and it was like Attack on Titan for everything. And most people I knew weren't into, like, not that they didn't like it, but they were like upset or disappointed. They had issues with Attack on Titan at that point a few years ago. Whether it was like the release schedule type stuff, but there was some frustration with it,
It's like, it was cool 3 years ago. Prior to that, you know what I mean? Like, at that point, it was like, nobody cares.
It was that long wait between season 1 and 2 on why I never went back to it. Not like I was mad at it. It came back and I was busy. And
well, remember, I started reading manga And then I
Because you were
got
tired
deep.
of waiting. Yeah.
I was tired of waiting, and I got deep into it, and then I just didn't really care for where the story went, and then I just stopped.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Well, everyone, I really do appreciate you guys out there watching. Thank you for all those that hung out with us during the ceremony and everything. Please do subscribe. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It's a great way to help out the channel. Push us up in the algorithm, like the videos if you liked them, dislike them if you didn't. There's a lot of stuff here, guys. Reactions, reviews. You can go back and watch some of our old podcasts as well. The playlists tab, really great way. Those of you that like the horror movies, right there's 13 Days of Terror 2. There's the first one, the original. Look for the third one here in October. Mention the Patreon. Thank you to all that have already joined. And if you're interested in some mostly uncut things, some early access to the YouTube edits as well of like Call of the Night Season 1, ReZero, please do check it out. Join for free so you can kind of see what's going up. I'm doing those remastered and mostly uncut versions of old reactions as well. There's going to be Bake Monogatari is going to get one. So, check that out. The car ride, which was like episode 10, I think the date. So yeah, check that out. LRMonline.com for all of your written entertainment news, celebrity interviews over at the LRM YouTube channel. If you're into it, so are we. And we, mostly Cam and Shockey and others, but occasionally me and Christine, writing about it over at LRMonline.com. Brian, say something about your channel.
Occult Mythos. Check it out.
You guys should do that. All right. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys next time. Bye.